We are live. What's up, nerds? Yeah, you saw Chaz for 0.2 seconds and he disappeared back.
He's like running away. Get me out of here.
What's up, nerds? How's everybody doing tonight? So great to be hanging out with you. Tonight, we are going to be ranking kayaks on a scale of S rank, like top tier, best of the best, down to, we could go F, but I don't think there are any that I can think of that we've tested, at least. I don't even think there's any like D ranked. It's really going to be like SABC. And we're going to have some fun throughout the show. We're going to pull this up on the screen. Chaz, our lovely producer, is going to be typing them in as we go. And then I think we give the people a chance for a rebuttal. You're glitching in the matrix, but we see your rainbow keyboard and it looks fantastic. Wow.
This is
wow. If you guys are listening, Paul is attempting to show off his fancy keyboard. All right, let's get into it for today. We got a lot to talk about. There's a lot of kayaks. I think I tallied it up. It was around 45 or 46 between kayaks and inflatables. So we'll get to what we get to tonight. That means, Paul, that we can't go on a rant on any of these. We have to just
come on, man.
Slim and trim. What do you mean, come on, man?
This sucks.
What? You picked the show. What are you talking about?
Literally,
fault. Theme choice. Paul, let's rank kayaks. Okay.
I'm
2
days
about
later.
It.
Ew, what a terrible idea.
Who chose that? You did.
What
anyways.
Idiot.
Welcome to the show, you guys. This is how it goes. Typically, this is every video we make. So yeah, we have tested. If you guys haven't followed the channel for a long time, if you have, you know what I'm talking about. We have tested over 47 kayaks and inflatables on our channel. We have utilized them on the water for more than 10 minutes, and we have a lot of feedback that we're going to provide for you guys. We've done that in a few videos in the past, but for today, we're going to go quick and dirty. Let's rank them, and that's kind of the deal. You heard me, Paul.
I did.
You
have opinions?
Dirty. Quick and dirty. We're going to do them dirty, like all the kayaks. Like,
oh no,
talk trash, hurt some feelings, get blackbarred by companies, you know, like we do.
I think it's blackballed.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
That.
Like, yeah, that's what I said. Anyways.
You heard me.
Moving on. Let's get into it. What do we got on news?
I have a Q of the D.
No news? All right, cool.
No, there's no news. None.
Neat.
Did you guys were you aware that we are going to be at the Bassmaster or the Classic?
Oh, are we going to be at the Classic, Paul?
So just so everyone knows, we will be at the Classic this year. But if you are going,
check this out though.
We'll be there.
If you're going, you should hang out with us.
Yeah,
we are going. But this is the idea. We were going to fly, and then we looked at ticket prices, and they're stupid. And the timing of the flight home was awful. We were going to get home at like 9 o'clock on a Sunday, and we're just not about that life. We're already absent from our families for 3 days, so no thank you. So instead, we're going to drive. And what our plan is we want to stop by a store along the way, because this is in Tennessee, a store that we don't have up here in the north. So I'm looking for an Academy, and I'm looking for Skells. Don't make us look bad in front of people. Why would you do this to us?
We're going to Skells.
We're gonna get blackballed or
we're going to Academy.
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 Achilles. We're going to Achilles. Yeah, we're gonna be looking for one of those. And it seemed like, you know, people were really mad about Dick's Sporting Goods existing in the ecosystem. So, but those videos did good. So I think we're going to do more like shopping videos, and we can do some different twists on them. So we're definitely open to some feedback from you guys. Let us know what you want to see. Did you like the budget bait caster combo thing? Do you want to see the other end of the spectrum? Do you want us
water balloon fights, theft? Yeah, dismemberment.
Just that. Do you want to see us steal from a Shields?
A Shells, yeah.
We robbed Shield. That YouTube title is just we
robbed Skells.
Did we get away with it? Did we die, bro?
We have the holding up the number like the.
No, dude, yeah, I'm just like in handcuffs, like just
AI arrest my friend
because he stole like a Mach 2 combo. Oh, like an idiot.
They give you those on the way out. They're like, get this out of here.
Yeah, right. The biggest scam in budget combos.
Honestly, it's hard to argue.
I think we called it, and then like the comments agreed. The Mach 2 combo should be $150, not $250. It's insanity. You're crazy. And the Mach 1 should be
steep.
If the Mach 1 combo was $89, $99.
Yeah, like the American Hero price. Yeah.
I think that'd be doable. But like,
oh yeah, that'd be fine. That would be very reasonable.
Anyways, so we're gonna do some shopping vids. We'll probably scoop up and do like an unboxing. Hey, let's spend $100. I don't know, like, what kind of videos do you guys want to see out of the stores? We also, in March, like a week or two later, we have to go to the east side of the state. We're gonna pick up a native hammer. Yeah, we're gonna get that, and it's at a shop in Wyandotte, Michigan. It's like right off. It's right off the river. So we're gonna go. We're gonna get the kayak. And then on the way, we pass through near Dundee, and that is where our big Cabela's is. So I'm thinking road trip. It's only like an hour and 45 for us, but we're going to head out that way. We're going to stop by Cabela's. We'll run in. We'll do the thing. Not everybody loves Cabela's. That's fine. I want to see if it's viable for shopping for fishing stuff. So we can get a couple of videos out of that too. But again, open to ideas. Let us know what you guys think. That's all I got. QLD, let's go.
I would like to know ranked beef alternatives. So you have beef sticks, you have hamburger, you have all these delicious beef items, but then everything that wants to be the beef item. So chicken sausage, turkey bacon. I can't even remember what the no meat burger is called, but you know what the Wonder Burger. I don't even know what it is. You know what I'm talking about.
Wonder Burger.
What is it? What is it? What is it? I can't remember what it is. Do you remember what it is? You're gonna Google it. You're gonna look it up.
I was thinking almost burger.
Yeah, it's maybe burger.
Impossible burger.
Impossible burger. Impossible burger.
The almost burger. The kind of burger.
The trier burger.
Identifies as burger.
Is there anything good? I'll be honest. Turkey bacon sucks.
Turkey bacon is garbage. It is so high in sodium. It's like overly salted, and it tastes like, you know.
Why does it have to look so bad?
When your kids get like those plastic burgers and the bacon is included with it, that to me is turkey bacon. Like the Fisher Price bacon equals turkey bacon.
It's not far off. It looks worse than it should. It shouldn't look that bad. It looks horrific. It looks like if someone took gray matter off your brain and fried it. Like that's what it would look like.
I think Beyond is supposed to be better than the
Beyond Burger is good. So I've actually had those. Impossible burgers suck. Now I will say this though, for Impossible burgers, if you dice them up and use them as sausage,
it's not a burger.
That's funny. They're good on pizza. Somebody did call it up. Dude, turkey burgers are awesome. Turkey burgers are
great.
Turkey burgers, they have legs. They have hops.
If you're trying to jam a lot of protein, but you don't want to like overdo the fat, getting frozen turkey patties is
awesome.
Great. And you can just double patty them when you need like extra protein for the day. I love
them.
Let's
be honest. A tuna burger is better than a beef burger by leaps and bounds.
Tuna burger, how? Like in what way?
Like you're eating just a big giant slab of tuna and pretending way better. Way better.
That's what I'm talking about. There's this place in Orlando, if you go to City Walk, called Cowfish. And at Cowfish, they have
I'm ready for the t-shirt. Hey, have you seen my trout pig shirt?
Yes. Yeah, it's great. So Cowfish has that too. But it's a sushi / American style like bistro restaurant. So you can get burgers, and then you can get sushi, and then you can get what they call burgushi, which is like, meat style sushi. It's like burger in a sushi roll. And then they have burgers that are like a la sushi style. So you can get like the tuna burger and have that on there. And they're fantastic.
So my man gets it right here. He goes, ranting from the start after saying no ranting. This is literally elite level rage baiting. That's exactly what I'm doing. I am rage baiting the entire audience on purpose. And I've got you all rolling. The comment section is lit right now. It's lighting up like a Christmas tree.
The picture next to rage bait on Urban Dictionary is Paul's face. Like, honestly. At all times.
I am. I'm here for it. And I'm here for the aftermath. If anyone thinks I'm not about that life, I'm here for it.
I deal with the aftermath. You don't. You start it and then you walk away. And then I'm
No,
like, cool.
I'm here for it.
I'll deal with these comments. Right. Tell me I'm wrong.
Well, when it comes to comments, yeah. Everything else, bring it.
My boy starts fights, leaves the bar, and he's like, good luck, buddy. And then I'm just like, all right, this is fine.
No, that is untrue, and you know it.
In real life fights, untrue, but in comments.
Oh, in the comment section? Yeah, you fend for yourself. I'll let the tidal wave wash away.
Thanks, bud.
Anyways, all right, we'll get back on the rails. Let's get to the kayak list. Thank you for indulging my rage baiting. I appreciate you guys.
Cool.
Bergushi for the win.
Bergushi for the win. All right, so here's how we're gonna roll tonight. Chaz, you want to show them the spread real quick? We're not gonna leave this up the whole time. We're gonna fill it out throughout the show, and then we'll come back and see what we got. Yes, this is a fancy sheet. I know. Look at the 5 things I did to it.
I mean fancy.
That's what I mean, dude. So, anyways,
the pinky barely rose above the index finger on that one.
It gets the point across, Paul. Not like you made it. All right, you make one. Anyway, so we have this. We're going to fill it in throughout the show, but I just want you guys to get the picture, right? So S rank would be the best. A is the next best. B is the next best. Then C, then D. D would be like, these are bad. You should not get these. Period. The end. Again, I don't think, I'm looking at the list again. I don't think there's a single one on here. I mean, you got to imagine a kayak company has a couple of kayaks, is distributing them at least nationwide, maybe worldwide sometimes. And like, it would be hard for them to produce an absolute just like dinky doo-doo fest. Like, there's going to be some value to it. It might not be for you. It might not be the best. It's probably not like a 5 out of 10 or less. I don't think we've ever ranked anything less than a 6.5 out of 10, Paul. I think that was probably like our lowest ranking. So that would be like a C in this format, right? So anyways, I just wanted that on there. But yeah, Chaz, you can pull that down. Let's go back to our stupid faces. Thank you. Perfect. Even better. Zoom it in. All right. So let's start with, we're going to go brand by brand, I think, Paul. You cool with that? Yeah. Or do you want to like shuffle it and we'll highlight them off as we go? All right. Brand by brand. So let's start with Old Town. We're getting right into it. Old Town, we'll start with the classics, the PDL 106 and 120. So if we were to S rank this, to D rank this, where would you put? Do you think they'd be the same, Paul? 106, 120?
They'd be the same. Mm-hmm. They would be the same. I do think that if you're buying them new, I actually think the 106 takes the edge very slightly, only because it's cheaper. And I feel like the extra couple feet only helps you in like the rear tank well, not in the front as much. But they're both really good. I probably put them in the same spot. I'm probably going, they're not S tier.
They're definitely not S tier. Also because they're not really modernized, but yeah.
They're probably at the bottom of A tier, mid A tier. For me.
I could probably see that. I'm going to pull them up on screen real quick, just so you guys can make sure everybody's following along.
Are we assuming you're buying these new?
Well, it doesn't matter. Like the 106, 120 are the exact same. Like they haven't changed in the last 3 years. I think they made
but neither is the price tag.
Precisely. So I think all of these you would have to assume are MSRP brand new. I think it'd be unfair to say, hey, you got this on sale or whatever. Okay. Right. So yeah, and this is again, Old Town site doesn't really let me zoom in, but you get the idea.
Zoom in on what? What do you want to see?
Well, the 3 years ago update they made is they had an offset micropole anchor mount on the back. That's really all they did. They didn't do much else. But overall, it's a great kayak. It gets the job done. It doesn't have a lot of modern amenities. It's not the easiest to rig. It is a lot of fun to go out on. It is pretty darn stable. It's pretty darn fast, and it has a good pedal drive. So you can't rank it below an A. I'd agree with Paul. I think you just call it an A rank kayak. It's a great option. If you can, going against our rules here, if you can get this thing used, then you're going to get a really good deal, because as you can see, the PDL 120, thank you, Chas, my guy, like zoomed it in. You're the best. Brand new, it's still $3,000, $2,999 for the 120, and about $300 or $400 less for the 106. Just as a heads up. So
but the nice thing, it's got one of the best hull designs out there. It does everything really well. You can get giant, you get giant water. And I was getting pulled by a boat at like pretty fast.
Jesus.
And totally fine. And I mean, that was on Mille Lacs. That's a huge lake, St. Clair size lake. No problem. Never even had a thought about it. It's pretty fast. It's really stable. Does great in the river. It's got a comfy seat. So yes, I think it's the only real big detractors, if I'm being, because the other thing that's nice, you don't actually have to rig it out. I know it's not really meant to, but you don't have to. You need nothing. I ran my 106 bone dry, and it was great. You had one little graph, and you have
it was in the water,
machine.
so it wasn't bone dry, but sure.
Yep. I'll take what he said. And but the front hatch is really annoying. The offset mounting in the back is really annoying. The fact that you have to buy a plate for the front is annoying. But all these things are like very overcomable by just like fishing it the way it is. So I say A.
Deal. All right, so there's our first ranking. It's an A. Moving on. I think the next fishing kayak we want to hit would be with Old Town, the Big Water, which they surprisingly still sell, Paul.
No.
That is correct.
No.
They do. They have a pedal version for $31.99, which is more. It's a little bigger, and it's, as it implies, it's really made for bigger water. A lot of guys that will argue in favor of this kayak, they would argue that it does amazing in big water. What we've realized is that it might do really well in big water, and if you're an ocean person, this might be great for you. So I'm not trying to knock what you do, but for what we do, small lakes, rivers, this 13'2" kayak is just, it's not ideal. It's not
overkill in all the wrong ways.
Yeah, the PDL version of this at least removes that stupid mid console. So like the non-PDL version, the paddle version of this is kind of a no-go in my opinion. When you go with the PDL version of this, it's the better of the two for sure. It's still definitely not like an ideal kayak for most, again, lakes, ponds, rivers. If you are on the ocean, I get it. Like maybe this is for you. If you're even on really big lakes, like Paul's talking about Mille Lacs, or if you're on Lake of the Woods, or if you're on Lake St. Clair, this could be like a good fit. But at the price and for what you actually get, there's so many better options, like infinitely better options. And it's not even modernized, and it still has those little like side plates to them. This boat's a C, in my opinion. What do you think, Paul?
Yeah, it's a C. It's just outdated. That's all.
Yeah, there's no power link plates. There's no track on it. You have to use those little starboard pieces in the front. It's just, it's not it. And again, if any of these kayaks today are your cup of tea and not our cup of tea, that is okay. That's what this is about. So these are our rankings in our opinion, and we'll have time for some rebuttals at the end. I think we can sneak in a few and say, hey, what did we get wrong? And we're totally happy to hear that. So anyways, that one, C. Next, and we'll call that just Chaz, you can just put it as the Big Water, Old Town Big Water under C. All right, let's go to the Autopilot. Funny story about the Autopilot, you guys. we made a little video for Friday. Is it going Friday, Paul? That one? No, when's that one going?
Oh yeah, no, it is. I'm editing it tomorrow night.
It's like, what am I, crazy? I'm pretty sure.
Nope, you're right.
Yeah. So Friday, we've got a fun little video going up that is our apology to a couple of kayaks. And this one actually kind of like was the impetus for that video, I would say. Yeah. Initially, we were like, all right, this kayak's really big, really heavy. I don't really like this motor placement. There's a lot of things going on. But this was like early on in our kayak motor or like entry point into motors going on kayaks. And I don't think we really got at the time. We didn't understand that. Paul, what was like your first impression when you got in the Autopilot?
That it was heavy and that it still kind of swings around when you do spot lock, and there was no room in the front. So it felt really confined. And when we first got it, and then knowing that it did have a little bit of a dated hull, and so the rear tank wall is not that big. So, and we tested the smaller one. So it's kind of like, it just felt really small. And I just didn't appreciate everything it really brings to the table and how simple it is.
Right. So the Autopilot, there's actually two versions. There's a 12-foot and a 13-foot version. The 13, like the space is insane. But the 12-foot is, what we would consider like the more affordable, or like the price point people are kind of like looking for. It used to be $41.99. It's now $44.99. It's definitely gone up in price, but still is hard to beat. You get a Minn Kota motor. It's center mount. When you pop that motor down, there is more space than I originally like gave it credit for. It is a decent like hull design. There's a lot of tank wall space in the back. This thing does everything you needed to do and more. And it was like the original, this kayak will drive by remote control kayak, like made famous by people like Pond Boys on Instagram, for example. I remember like his first video driving it up to himself, and that video had like 5 million views or something. It went nuts. People love that stuff. So it is actually a really cool kayak that we did not give the benefit of the doubt when it first popped out. Is this an S or an A rank?
I think
what
it's
do you think?
I think this is an.
It's on the edge, but it might be upper tier A rank just because.
Probably an A. When I think of what I'm gonna put in the S, there's not going to be a lot. I want to see three kayaks in the S. Yeah. And while this is very, very, very good, it's so close though, because honestly, you know what? I may argue it's S because of when it came out. If this came out this year, I'd be like A. If this came out when it did years and years ago, I mean, come on, man. Fully integrated, pops out. It's legit. But you're right. It does have some limitations. Like it is an older body style. The seat, for example, is kind of a great example of that. So it's probably A tier. It's probably A tier, but it's very solidly in A tier. It's not really a question.
Yeah, I would say so. So Old Town Autopilot goes under A tier. And again, it's mainly like the modern amenities are kind of missing still. Modern beyond the fact that there's a Minn Kota motor that just pops down, which is obviously like one of the most modern amenities, but it's still missing a lot of track, doesn't have a lot of like the riggability that a lot of modern day kayaks have. So
it's like Lincoln Continental, dude. Like they brought it out and people are like, that's cool. But then 20 years later, they're like, dude, you had this 20 years ago? What the frick? Like, you didn't even know what you had.
Yeah, well, we didn't know what we had. That's for darn sure. Let's go over to the EPDL, and I'm going to go to the original EPDL, which was on the big water. So if you know how we rank the big water, I think you know how this one's going to get ranked. Imagine a big water, in our opinion, a subpar kayak, with now a $54.99 price tag. Let's take a look at this thing. Right, wait, this one. There it is. Look at that. So again, same big water body. I remember when this came out and we were like, EPDL drive, really cool idea. E-assist. Dude, this is going to get so many people on the water. It's easier to pedal. No more hip pain for a lot of people. It turns into a motor.
No need to add anything. Yeah, classical. Genius.
The motor / pedal drive, phenomenal. Love that. It's like a feat of ingenuity.
Yep.
And then you say, let's put this on the big water. Like this is the hull we chose.
VW bug.
Yeah, like what are we doing? No. So
and then charge $6,000 for it.
Yes. $6,000.
Oh my God.
It's ridiculous. Absolutely not. This is this the biggest stinker on the list? Is this a C or a D?
Thus far, this is a C.
I think
it's a C because it's the price.
The drive saves
combo. But it's the price tag is so crazy, you know. And I mean, listen. Old Town will probably forever be underappreciated. Somebody has already chimed in here, like, I wish they would do this. I wish they would do that. And it's like, yeah, they're so far ahead of their time. And honestly, they sell you a kayak. They sell you a kayak that you don't need to add anything to be extremely effective on the water. I'm telling you, the dude that rolls up in an Old Town and has 4 things on it is going to outfish you. It's going to happen. Be ready for it. And it doesn't matter what kayak you have. But ready. Yeah, 6K is crazy.
It absolutely is. All right. Let's go to the pro version though. So the EPDL, so just making sure Chaz, you got the list? You good on that? I don't even know where we left off. Thanks, buddy. C rank. And that's the EPDL big water. No bueno. But then if we move over to the pro version, right? So the EPDL plus, it does have a plus sign in there, 120 Pro. We have this, right? So I use this for almost the whole year. And the hull, way better choice than the big water. I can tell you that. Drive, still love the drive. And then, this is the same exact hull as the PDL 120 Pro. So if you've seen those, a lot of people have been using those lately. A lot of people have been getting these lately. I've been seeing these like all over the place.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
Pretty much feels that way. So this one, I'm glad they at least reduced $500 off of the big water price, but this one's still $59.99. When that big water EPDL came out, it was $6,000. It's now $5,500. This one's $6,000, which is still not ideal. That it's just too high at that. It's kind of insane. It's basically the Hobie price point, which Hobie shouldn't even be up there either. Like, I think it's $6K for a Hobie.
Well, and this one's, this is made in the USA.
Yeah, and it has a motor, so like it's bringing more to the table, one would say.
Well, okay, let's give them some credit. The hull is massively upgraded from prior models, massively,
big time.
But there are a couple things though, but they fixed the front hatch halfway. They did give you a 4-bolt pattern on the front. That's a massive win. They gave you so much track, more than you could ever need. The seat they upgraded, but they did it on a plastic. Don't love the plastic bracket that it's on, and it doesn't allow you to put anything underneath it. That still baffles me. They gave you the 4-bolt patterns in the back. There's 2 of them, but they're both offset, and you still have to fight that stinking rudder. So that's
which
annoying.
People love. So that they can't
but
win.
If they had a regular rudder, they wouldn't be mad. You're not losing anything. You're not. You're just not. Do a conversion kit. You don't need this. And I hate they did fix the side handle, so they thinned out the gunnels, which there's so much room in this kayak. This is the second roomiest kayak you can buy as far as foot space. And they fixed
next to the Pro Angler.
Yep. They fixed the deployment handle, so it's no longer laying horizontally. It's now vertical, which is also a huge win. So there's a lot to like about this kayak. The EPDL drive, like you said, is fantastic. The big thing is usable weight capacity is not as high as it probably should be.
It's actually really
when you really load this kayak up, it does. Yeah, you lose a lot. It's not really efficient.
Yeah, it's just not what you think it is. The problem is they made it look kind of like a Titan X, a native Titan X, or like a Hobie Pro Angler, and it's just not that, right? It's not that. So if you load it up like you would think it's a Hobie Pro Angler, you're going to be upset because there's going to be a lot of water in the footwell. So with the 6K price point, I think the EPDL drive and the new hull brings a lot to the table, but I still think this is at best like a B minus. Would you call it a C plus or a B minus, Paul? What do you think?
I'm putting it firmly in B territory.
Yeah.
I think the marketing of the hull is their biggest problem. They shouldn't. I don't think they did, but they didn't tell people, hey, don't overload it. They kind of they were like, hey, load it up. And I think that's a problem for me. But when you get in this kayak, when there's not a lot in it, it fishes really well. It fishes super good, and it's pretty fast. And it's super stable when you don't have a lot in it. So, and the EPDL is awesome. So I think a lot, if you're a salmon fisherman, you're probably having the time of your life. If you're like a big glide bait guy, you just take 20 glide baits and, you don't even need electronics.
It's all you need is just
you're loving life. If you're a big camper and you just have like a bunch of camping equipment and it doesn't weigh that much and you're just floating for an eternity, you're loving life. So there's a lot to like here. I'm putting it, me personally, I'm probably saying B.
I think B is fair. So let's go.
Not a bad kayak by any means.
Yeah. EPDL Pro goes in the B rank. Let's move on. I saw some people say C. I hear you. I think it's borderline C plus B minus, but we're going to give it the benefit of the doubt with the engineering on that drive.
In 4 years, when no one else has figured this out, and we're all seeing the prices of motors and everything continue to rise, we're going to look back on this kayak just like the Autopilot, and we're going to go, man, all of a sudden, $6K for a battery, a motor, a super reliable pedal drive, and a nice roomy kayak doesn't seem that bad. You're just feeling it now because it's the release price. They're pricing it for the next 5 to 10 years. And it kind of sucks today, but I think again we'll look back on it and be like, that's kind of awesome.
Yeah, I think so. So let's go over to the PDL Pro. So now take the EPDL drive out of it, also drop the price to $35.99 instead of $59.99. It becomes a much more appealing option. This kayak offers a lot. It upgrades a lot of what people were looking for in terms of upgrades from the PDLs of the past. So it's much better in our opinion, or in terms of the offering from the 106 120. And it's a great kayak. I mean, you're going to see a ton of people in this thing. It's going to last, like Old Town loves it to last like 7 years before they make another update. But I think it's going to hold up, and it's a pretty solid kayak. If I'm being honest, I wish we had this instead of the EPDL. I think I would have had more fun out of this thing with one graph, smaller crate, and a couple tackle boxes and one battery, and then maybe the bow mount motor. And if you do all of that, this one has a higher weight capacity than the EPDL due to the EPDL drive and the battery that they include. They kind of like bake it into the.
It's like
capacity.
25 or 40 pounds or something like that.
Yeah, which is a hefty difference. That's a battery and a half.
That's all your tackle.
2 batteries.
That's all your tackle. Yeah,
it's a lot. It's a lot. So I think this one has to go higher than the EPDL. I might give this one an A. I think it brings a lot to the table. I think we would have been happier with it. I'd give it like an A minus B plus.
The only reason I can't go any higher than make the argument any higher than A is any other pedal drives that are going to fall into A are going to be cheaper, with the exception of the Titan X.
The pedal drive itself, or those types?
No, the total kayak. Like other kayaks are going to be a little bit less expensive, not by much,
right?
But a little bit. So,
I think if you can make the argument for. This is $100 cheaper than the Titan X, right?
Exactly.
So right.
And the Titan X brings, I mean, that's might be S tier. So it definitely is an S. It could be. I'm totally comfortable with either argument, A or B. Either one to me, I think you can make the argument. So I'm good with either one.
I'm going to go A on this one. I think this one deserves that. I think they made enough upgrades. Like a lot of people like this. Yeah, like this, it's a good kayak. You would be extremely happy with this if you're willing to part with that much cheddar. You're going to be fine with it. So that is it for Old Town. Recapping the list, we've got Sportsman 120 and 106 and the Autopilot up at the A rank. Oh, I'm sorry, and PDL Pro. Thank you, Chaz. And the PDL Pro at the A rank. B rank, the EPDL Pro. And then C rank, the Big Water and Big Water EPDL. Shout outs to my big water lovers. I'm very sorry. We upset you. All right, moving on to the next one. So Blades X2 says the handles on the side being track scares me. Seen too many kayaks lately with tracks that pull out under normal use. I lost my comment. There we go. Let alone being a handle. So that handle, that track, extremely reinforced. We actually picked it up by those handles a few times with batteries and stuff in there and carried them around. I've like kind of jostled or moved it from one side to the other. It is a really heavy kayak, but it's still manageable, and those tracks are in there solid. And I have pulled tracks out of my NuCanoe Unlimited, but I did that because I put Boondocks landing gear wheels on them without the adapter plate that you're supposed to use. So I did a bad thing, and those tracks popped out. So I've seen that happen. I hear you. Also, those often have brass inserts on the inside too. So even with my NuCanoe, when those tracks pulled, the hull was undamaged. The brass inserts were undamaged. The track just folded like it's supposed to, because it actually has like the screw that goes into it. There's a gap. It's not just like a single little tiny hole. There's enough space for that track to slide around into position. And then when it pulls, it's not going to like damage the hull. That's kind of the intention behind it. But I hear you, and it's reinforced, so it's going to be fine. All right, let's go to the next brand. Speaking of NuCanoe, let's talk about NuCanoe. What do you say, Paul? Which one should we start with? Big one. Where do you want to start? We can't talk about the Max because we haven't used it, but should we start with the Unlimited U10?
Yes, let's do that. That's fine.
Let's do it. All right, so let's go to the Unlimited and sharing tab, moving over. Here we go. I'm doing great things, you guys. Pow! Oh, Chaz was trying to do it. Hands off. Sorry, Chaz. All right. So the Unlimited, I mean, I feel like it's one of the most, if not the most talked about kayaks and kayak fishing. Do I need to say more about it? Like there's a few cons to this thing, but not many. And there's really a lot to love about the Unlimited. There's a reason there's also a U10 and a UMAX, and they keep going with it because it's an extremely popular kayak for a reason. But Paul, what would you say about U10 is going to kind of get like the same, few of the same points, a few different ones as well. What are your thoughts on the Unlimited? It's kind of my daily driver. So you go.
Same. I think that the Unlimited is a kayak that once you get into it and you see it rigged out, it's very hard to imagine going to another platform. Like the stability is insane. The really modularity when you have the EPS system is crazy. So the EPS is their system where you can sort of quickly add and change motors as needed. And you can, I mean, literally you pull one pin, right here, you unplug the motor, and you can pull your 180 drive right off or your rear motor right off. Same way that you would manage a trolling motor. It handles weight distribution very well. There's tons of tracks, so you can really go however you want. And the way that they've designed your ability to put multiple motors on the back, like tiller steer gas, tiller steer electric, foot steer, the 1 foot steering, UConnect EPS system is insane. It's so incredible. It's best in class by a mile. There's nothing like it. The seats are great. The whole tarpon system moves water super well. I thought I was going to hate the gear pod. It almost like took me out of the kayak. Could not have been more wrong. I love the gear pod.
It's phenomenal.
It's phenomenal. So, and then they don't weigh that much, and they're just so open. So they do have some drawbacks, like the TRS system.
This is our video.
Yeah, I know. I saw that when I was.
We did it. We made the page, you guys.
The TRS system that deploys and mounts your transducer, it does suck. We haven't used a new one, but they have a new one, so I'm hoping it's better. I heard it's better.
V1 sucked. V2 I hear is better, but yeah, I gotta reach out. I'm gonna reach out to them after the show.
We need to that because that really.
I'm gonna add that to mine.
We need 2 of those, by the way. Actually, I haven't spent 3. 1 for the UMAX, and then
one's good.
Okay, but I'm fine then. I'm good. You can fend for yourself.
No, that's fine. It's fine.
The TRS is not great. The plastic is pretty soft. It's how they keep the weight down, I think. But it's not been a problem. It's just you can see the scratches on it really easily.
It gets scuffed.
It does get scuffed up. But dude, I mean, this thing absolutely slaps. Like, and the fact that you could put 2 people on the Unlimited. Are you kidding me? Like, and
it's a tandem out the gate
with a freaking gas motor on it. It's so cool. I do really like this kayak. It's one of the most fun to get back into. Every time I get out of it, I'm like, and I get back in, I'm like, I'm home. It's awesome.
Yeah. Kayak. Does it get an S rank?
This is Oh, the price. Here's the drop. The only drawback is all of those components, like the Quick Connect and the EPS, they're very expensive. So
are. That's a big drawback.
This rises they bring the price up pretty fast with those. And also the way they mount electronics, they really need to fix it because your ability to mount forward-facing sonar, you can do it obviously, but it's kind of a challenge. But man, it's so good. It probably is. I think it probably is. I'm thinking what's going to get in there. I only want to see like 4 kayaks in there. And this should be one of them.
I feel like it should, but you brought up a couple of those drawbacks. And I feel like any kayak in the S rank tier really shouldn't have more than 1 or 2 drawbacks. There's the soft plastic, the TRS system, which again, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They're upgrading that, right? This one has it doesn't have the upgraded amenities that the U10 has. So the U10 could rank higher than this, just in that it has better accessories out the gate. And then the UMAX is going to have even better. But somebody brought it up in here too. Like it is a wet ride unless you figure out your weight. Yes, it is. The Unlimited is very wet. Unless you figure out your weight distribution and or get better scuppers. So for me, the solution was scupper plugs. I ended up getting like some really nice like one-way valve scupper plugs. They were not cheap. It was like $140 to outfit the kayak with them. But once I got them in there, that largely solved the problem. But then I also figured out I should probably just take a bunch of my stuff out of this. It's a challenge when you have two motors on this. If you're running one motor, I think you're good. If you're running, I had the NK300, which is like river. When I'm on the river and it's just the NK300, I'm pretty good water-wise. Still a little water comes in. But if you go bow mount and NK300, that's when it's a really wet ride, and that's a challenge. If you bring less gear and you just have one motor, you're in a good spot. And then if you get those scupper plugs, like problem solved.
It's funny because I've never had that with the U10, and I've run the 180 and the trolling motor all the time.
Right, but the 180 is also between battery and motor is probably 20 pounds less.
Yeah, I agree. So and I bring less in general.
You weigh less than me. Yep. You have less than me.
Yep.
In your kayak. You have a lighter motor.
Yep.
Both. Well, the bow mount's probably the same weight, but the stern mount for sure is less.
Yeah. 15 pounds.
Again, I think it's a combination of weight distribution and then scupper solutions, right? So I think for those reasons, I'm probably going A with this, and I'm saving room in the S tier for a UMAX, but I can't rank that one yet because I'm not there yet.
I think that's probably fair. The UMAX is going to be heavy. I think people are going to be very slightly frustrated that they didn't just make the battery box the entire back of the kayak.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in that.
Like, why didn't we make it low pro ready?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, this kayak is an A+. It's going in the A category in my opinion.
No question.
A+, S-. It's kind of what it is.
Yeah. I thought you said S my nuts, and I thought that was interesting.
What?
I heard what I heard.
All right. Anyways, wild stuff, buddy. Should we let the people like decide the buzzer beater?
Yeah, let's let the people decide. So I will say, you guys, from what you've heard and what your experience is, let's find out whether we think the NuCanoe Unlimited, not the U10, the Unlimited is it's going to be either A or S. I'm sorry, it's either going to be S or A. I feel like me saying that doesn't sound good either.
S
so
minus.
It's either going to be A or S. So we'll put a poll up in a second.
Yeah, let's do a poll there, Chaz. And then let's see what the people see. You guys decide on this one. Obviously, we were torn between it. It's my daily driver. Like I love this kayak just because if it goes
great
or A, either way, it's a fantastic kayak.
Comes in purple. All right, stop typing A and S because something's it's gonna be a problem.
Stop what you are doing. Somebody did call out there is a difference in weight between you and I, Paul. What is your weight? We're
now
getting into it.
I'm getting back up to where I should be. I'm fluffy because I'm in build mode, but I'm about 210 right now.
210. So I was over the winter, you guys, I was pushing 240. And since I quit drinking in December, I am down to 231. I checked today. So still, I got 21 pounds on you right now.
Yep.
And it was more last year when I was in that Unlimited. I was probably around 240 still. So 240, 245 versus at the time you were just running, you were like 185.
185, yeah.
Yeah. So there was a massive difference from him to me when we would hop into any of these kayaks. So like I was given slightly bigger person, heavier person perspective. And then you were given like kind of like, don't take offense to this, but like average man build. I don't mean that to be mean, but like completely average. Top to bottom. Average.
Oh, eyelashes to toenails. AVG.
So
like
sorry, but
it's good. Brutal.
Yeah, in like the nicest way possible.
I know. No, you're right though.
Oh man. All right. My bad. Let's go to the next one. So that's the Unlimited. Let's go to the U10.
Like when they draw up, when they're like, hey, what did you see? It's always 5'10", 5'11", 185, blonde hair, blue eyes,
white,
very good looking. You know, it's pretty standard stuff.
You're just average American. What a brutal like commentary.
You're a normal person.
Burn.
Couldn't be less awesome.
Wow. All right, let's see what the people thought. what did this end up? So A rank is what it gets. So the Unlimited goes into the category of A rank at 60-40 split. So you were pretty similar to us. Like, this was a tough decision. It definitely wasn't a landslide. But yeah, let's go ahead and we'll go A rank on the NuCanoe Unlimited. Let's go to the U10 now. So the U10 is that, but 10 feet shorter and with a lot of updates.
Shorter. Wow.
10 feet shorter, but 10 feet. It is shorter than the 12 and a half that the Unlimited is. You know what I mean? Average
10
man,
feet, comma, space shorter.
Comma, spaceman shorter. So the U10, though, it brought a lot of like the new updated amenities to the table. So pass-through plates were improved. They had a better gasket on them. This one has like a much bigger storage area on either side of the seat. The cup holders are in a far better position than the Unlimited. The Unlimited cup holders are useless. They do absolutely nothing. You cannot use them.
Unless you want to yeet whatever you're drinking.
Yeah, as soon as you turn that swivel seat, it just goes pow, and then bye, Yeti, to the bottom of the sea. Sorry, man. So this one's still feeling that one. So this one, though, has a lot more space. Space. It's a smaller kayak, but it does have like a lot more usable space in terms of like a well thought out floor plan, in my opinion. And then like I think this one overall with the updates, like, and the stability, and it brings you like better portability. That's like a big thing to the highlight there. It's a smaller kayak, lighter kayak, easier to move around, easier if you want to rooftop it.
Is so much easier than on the Unlimited. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I literally just pick up the front when I take the trolling motor off and I can throw them under, and they're only like maybe 6 inches away from the middle of the kayak.
Yeah. Like it'll fit in short bed trucks really easily. You really don't like this guy even has a little bed extender. You don't even need it.
I think the reason this one, if it doesn't jump up, it is higher in the A spectrum. The reason I say that is because when it comes to, and this is a 10-foot 10, by the way, so it's almost 11 feet. When you
41 inches wide.
Yeah, when you stack this up against other 10-footers, I don't think there's anything that's close.
Yeah,
I think it's the best 10-foot kayak you can buy.
It really might. Like, this one to me is pushing S rank, like over the Unlimited with the upgraded amenities. The fact that it's still like 41 inches wide at 10-foot 10, it's like borderline circle. So it's just yoked. This thing is so insanely stable for that size. It's absurd.
It feels exactly as stable as the Unlimited.
Yeah. But like, to a bigger extent, just because it's shorter. Like, you're like, I'm in this compact vessel. Why is it so stable? It's
and
like,
I mean, to be clear, in mine, now granted, I have the low pro, so my battery can go into the seat for my Newport motor. Yeah, I know there's a lot of going on in this graphic.
They really packed it in.
They really got
it. I agree.
Yeah. It's like, and you don't highlight it over, they're just on there. It's like a feed. I'm able to get a 100 amp hour battery behind my seat. Yeah, a 13 by 16. I like a 13 by 13 personally, but a 13 by 16 crate behind me, a low pro for the 180, a 180 1-foot foot steer, the Garmin 10-inch up in the front with the NuCanoe batteries in the gear pod, and the trolling motor in the front, and I am business as usual, not overloaded. It's tight in the back for sure, but like once you're on the water, it doesn't matter, honestly. And yeah, I'm getting after it. So to be honest, I think this one is S tier, and really the only reason is because you can't get more out of a 10-foot kayak than you can with this. It's not possible.
It's really kind of nuts. And then there's some of the amenities you can see here, like the little rod cave, they call it, the rod bay where the reels can go and all that stuff.
And it is better. You can fit an entire line spool laying down sideways with room to spare in that rod cave area.
It's wide open space, so it is really nice.
I'm gonna say I use the BK terminal box. It is not quite as tall as a deep box.
Somewhere in between, and
it's also a lot longer than a 3600 size, and it fits in there easily. That's where it lives.
Yeah, there's a ton of storage in this thing. But at any rate, Losing Big Fish 9473 says, but it doesn't have a pedal drive. So I'm not going to knock a kayak for not having a pedal drive. It's not made for that. They do have a pedal drive. I'm going to ignore that it exists because I just am not a fan of it. But that said, this thing was not made for that. It's made to, it actually does paddle okay. It does amazing in the river. So does the Unlimited,
not
to
bad,
be fair.
dude. For 41 inch,
Yeah.
it's not bad.
But it's really made for a motor. It's like paddle / motor. So you got to judge it based off of what it is or what it's bringing to the table and if that's worth it or not. So I feel that's worth it. Paul feels that's worth it. I feel like it brings a lot of value to the table. And regardless of not having a pedal drive, it's still a fantastic kayak that anybody would be happy with. We constantly recommend these kayaks.
It's going to be one of my top options every single time. And if someone says they want a 10-footer with a motor, I don't offer anything else.
Yeah. So I'm going S on this. We good with S?
I think so, man. Only because it's a 10-foot, and I truly don't think you can beat it at 10 feet anywhere else.
Fair enough. Room for rebuttals at the end. Moving on. Let's go to the Flint. We're going to skip the UMAX just because we haven't used it. Actually, we haven't used the Flint either. We know somebody who has, so never mind. We can't even judge that one either.
Yeah.
Jury's out on that one. We did see it on the floor at Raccoon Outfitters, which is really cool. Kayak shop down in Ohio, and they were at the Columbus National Fishing Expo. So we went by the Flint. And Paul, what was like your first thought when you saw the NuCanoe Flint? Because I think you were surprised.
I can't believe how low the seat is, and I can't believe how skinny it is, and how low the gunnels are. I'm floored that people live in this thing.
I mean, you can see homie right here, just cruising the rapids. Yeah.
By the way, I want one.
Fun, but yeah, I agree.
It looks wet. You talk about a wet ride.
It's gonna be wet.
I'm just cool. I'm nervous about the stability.
Yep.
It's gonna be better than the Smalley. I just don't know. It's so low though, honestly. It's so low. It rides crazy low.
It really does. There we go. Boom. You see this
That's
guy?
me. I've been sitting in a Smalley. I'm basically sitting on the floor.
Oh my gosh. There we go. This guy is cruising the rapids. The water is all in the boat. So you don't want scupper plugs in this one when you're cruising like that.
No, it's a riverboat though.
It is a riverboat through and through. But you can see like kind of how low this guy is here. So yeah, that for me is, at first glance, I'm kind of like throwing a B at this one. But would have to take it down the river, have some.
It's also old. It's also old. I mean, it's an old.
It's been out for a while. I remember our buddy Ted, who he guides over on the Flat River in Michigan. He had one of these for a couple of years, and he would go out with his dog.
He's a big dude. He's not a small dude.
He's like 6'5", and big dude, yoked, and he's in an 11'3" with him and his dog. So he had a great time with this kayak, and like I kind of trust his feelings on it, and if he says it's good, I'm gonna believe it's pretty good. My first glance was kind of like, I don't know, how was he in this? That's what I was wondering.
It's hard because we sat in so many good river kayaks that are newer. It's not really fair, but I really still want to make the video of Flint, RVR, Sholey. That video needs to happen.
Agreed. The ultimate river showdown. So let's move away from the river because this is not my favorite kayak to take on the river. But let's jump over to the Titan X.
Well, so we're jumping over that. We're done with NuCanoe, so now we're going to move on to native.
So the U10 is going in the S rank category. It might be an S-, but it's an S. And then the NuCanoe Unlimited is going under the A category. So let's move on to the next. Let's talk about the native Titan X. So I fished out of this thing for a good minute.
Are we doing the same for the 10.5 and the?
Yeah, so we haven't used the 10.5, but you can kind of treat it the same. Really, the biggest difference, which I wish they would show them kind of side by side, but it's kind of like the cockpit bow area and then the tank well area. So it's really like a mounting.
They did this.
Yeah, it's a mounting reduction. Like you lose a little space on where you would mount. For example, the bow mount plate setup is universal, easily applicable on the 12.5, but on the 10.5, you have to get a kind of different bracket in order to mount your quick release so you can have your bow mount motor. It's just like an extra point of frustration. If you rig it out, you do have to drill like 2 holes into the kayak, I believe, just based on their instructional videos. But the 12.5 is the one that I had, and I had that for well over a year. And I sold it. Was that March of last year? No, it would have been summer, maybe. I don't know. Well into last year, at some point, I sold it just so we could afford to get some other stuff. But it was a great kayak. I have really not too much negative to say about this, other than the fact that it's one of the heaviest kayaks out there. It's around 175 pounds dry hull weight.
It also doesn't pedal extremely fast.
No, it's a barge. So there's a lot of water resistance to it for sure. Can I get like where? There we go. Let's see better images here. There we go. This is what I want to see. So yeah, it is slow-ish, but it's not that slow. I mean, I was still, as I'm pedaling along, around 3 miles an hour. I was going like 3.5 in like an Old Town 120, be going like 3.5. And it might be a little more effort too, just because of the water resistance that this thing has. But I think where it wins is the riggability. So it's one of the easiest kayaks, period, the end, to rig next to the Hobie Pro Angler 14. And the reason why is because it's so open. Like there's so many access points. There's this battery hatch back here, for example. And can I zoom in? Yeah, there we go. So tank well is huge, takes a 16 by 16, no problem. But this battery hatch access, then this link plate access, then this is actually open on the inside. This opens up on the inside. There's so many ways to get into this hull. And the Pro Angler is kind of the same way, which is what makes it awesome. But yeah, if you want to rig out a tournament kayak, this thing has an insane weight capacity, very comfortable seating, and the stability is only second to the Hobie Pro Angler 4.
And that's not really by much at all.
And it's a slim margin, man. This is one of the most stable kayaks I've ever been in. I never once felt like I was going to fall out.
Great seat, great pedal drive. The plastic cover over the pedal drive pisses me off to no end. God, I hate it. The rod holders, I don't even know why they put those in there, honestly. I do like this little Old Town style 3600 box side trays. Those are great. And it does have a decent amount of room in the footwell. It's not a ton, but it's plenty. And the colors are awesome. I think it's pretty solid, dude. Like but it is heavy. It's a heavy boy.
The double handles at the back is a real deal.
I like that you need to cross grip.
You have to switch grip it, dude. I've carried this kayak so many times. Like you don't double overhand clean and press this thing. You switch grip it to get it into a truck bed. It's just much easier that way. You got to go with wheels. This one, and this is where it becomes challenging. Do you go S rank or A rank?
This one's an S tier. I mean, when you think about all the pedal kayaks that are out there, this brings way too much to the table. It's expensive, but it's not prohibitively expensive by any means. Very modern. And even when you don't do anything to it, it still rocks. Like this is a very, very good kayak. So I think as far as pedal kayaks go, if it's not the best pedal kayak you can buy outright, it's got to be number 2.
Yeah, I would feel the same way. I mean, some people here are complaining about the rudder. So Ruben, blades. A lot of people upgrade that. I never touched it. I didn't upgrade it at all. And I never thought about it even once. And I never put a stern motor on there either.
But hold on. We forgot one of the quintessential.
A tier. This is a good call out. Ken, I'm gonna give it to you, bud. I think that's a great point. And you're right. The footwell problem was an issue.
Well, explain the problem for those of you who are not able to see the screen.
So this area in the front, if you guys are listening, you got to look at a native Titan X. The front footwell. Now, the funny thing is I hear like 50-50 feedback on this. Some people say this doesn't happen to them. A lot of people say like, man, that's the worst. Like me. If you have these scupper plugs in, and with native, they are plugs. Like there's no valve, there's no hole in it. It just plugs the hole. and that should prevent water from coming in. The problem is it comes in through the drive well, which is where that pedal drive is. So you have to go like follow these hack videos so that you can add weather stripping around that to solve said problem, which is now I'm hearing you can like 100%. This has got to be an A rank based on what we're talking about now. You got to mod this thing to make it work really well, or you do what I did and you spend $140 on really nice scupper plugs, and then that kind of solves the problem. But then those get filled up with gunk every now and then they don't work.
Twice
and then
a year.
You have a flooded footwell. So yeah, the kiddie pool in the front is kind of a native staple. And that might be the thing that forever keeps any native from being an S tier, unfortunately.
Well, hold on though. So the hammer
might solve it.
And it's actually a pretty easy fix. You just need to, if you look at the bottom of any kayak, there are runnels that run along the inside. So like indentations.
They don't have a picture on the bottom of this one.
No, but that's where your scupper plug should be. That depth of how deep those runnels are dictates how much water it takes to get water inside of there. When they're too close to the water, when they're not deep enough runnels, that's when that happens. Crescents are nice and deep. They're also teardrop shaped so that it releases a lot of that pressure. Not all of them are. So some are just circles. So there's a couple of things you can do to really help that. I think that's mostly it. And the fact that you do sit low in the water at that point, because that point of the kayak's maybe only 3 inches above the water, if not underwater.
Yeah, which is why part of why the Titan X primary stability is so good is because you're like potentially subsurface. Like, it's insane. So the hammer raises that deck up a lot, and the runnels, as Paul was talking about, are a little bit different. So this is something that when we saw the team at ICAST and we had them walk us through the hammer, they were like, we made it this way to solve this problem. And then like in the same breath, my guy was like, not that I ever experienced that. I was like, okay, man, sure, dude. So yeah, I guess we'll have to just knock that one down a peg, maybe. All right. The hammer we haven't tested out yet, but we are going to get. We'll get within the next month. It'll be on the water by probably April, and hopefully we like that one too. So I can't rank that one yet, but Native Titan X, yeah, it was pushing that S rank, but yeah, I think with the flooding floor, you got to knock it down to an A. Still phenomenal kayak, a kayak that when people ask me questions about kayaks, I kind of like think of this as like a pinnacle, and all kayaks are aspiring to be at that level. And if it could fix a few things, it would be an S plus for sure. Anyways, so is this Cody's talking about weight capacity? Their website says that the kayak weight only has 328 pounds available. You can't add much without overloading it. How did you overcome that? I overloaded it and it was fine. So the capacity they list is like a super safety margin. And I had that thing, dude, if you guys know me, when I go fishing, I changed this up halfway through last year. I got way better. I don't bring nearly as much stuff. But I used to bring a 16x16 black pack with a short stack on top. It had 5 or 6 3,700 size boxes. I had 3 different bags of plastics, like big old bags of plastics, mainly because we test so many things that I got used to just bringing all of my tackle. So much tackle, it's insane. Bow mount motor, 2 batteries on there, one 100 amp hour, 150 amp hour at the front, forward facing sonar, big screen. I had I used to have a 10-inch. I sold my 10-inch with it, I think. Maybe. I don't remember if I did. I sold a screen with it. Anyways, so heavy Garmin, all that stuff, right? So I had a ton of weight on this thing, and I'm not light. So, yeah, that weight capacity, it can go much further than that. But again, you're going to have a wet footwell, and that's what I had. But it's still very stable. But anyways, yeah, looking forward to the hammer. We'll check that out. Yes, blades. I overloaded it because I was still drinking. Now I'm not, so now I travel lighter. All right, let's go to, I think we cover, the LTE is the next one we got to go to. That's what we got to do. So last one from Native that we're going to look at today would be the Slayer Propel LTE. What is happening with my highlights? There we go. So the LTE, Paul, what were your thoughts on the LTE as I pull this up?
So the LTE, if you look at a stat sheet, it's king. It's the best of the best. It is 10-footer, great pedal drive, brings a lot of modern amenities with like the rear tank walls nice and open, lots of track. You get the awesome front hatch, and then price point comes in under the PDL 106, which is crazy. So I thought this was going to be a literal game changer. I was like, dude, Native literally just punked everybody and they just leapfrogged everyone. Now, is it a bad kayak? No. But when I got into it, it underwhelmed a little bit. It's really fast. It's very nimble, which you kind of would expect. The seat's pretty comfortable, but like it's so far swept back for no reason that it gets in the way of the rear tank wall and like your ability to put a crate in it. See how it's like a C shape in the back, like the letter C?
This is not a Millennium swivel seat. This is a regular seat.
Regular seat, which is fine with me. I don't care. But like, God, why is it that way? I don't know. Also, like you sit very far forward. It's unbalanced from the jump. Like when you get into this, you should sit like 4 inches further back. And I felt like the nose of the kayak was always nose diving into the water. And I really didn't like that, especially when you're standing. I just really didn't like that.
And that was unloaded. And like the feedback we got was like, okay, you got to add a bunch of tackle and maybe even a battery behind you to balance it out. And I was
fine,
like,
but
it's very different from what you're used to,
Didn't love that. And then the rear tank wall sits so high. I couldn't make heads or tails of it. Like it's so shallow.
It's about that deep. That's the rear tank wall.
It's seriously 2 or 3 inches, maybe 3 inches deep. It's crazy. That being said, really easy to rig out, I would imagine, just based on the setup. Super easy to rig out. Love the 4-bolt pattern. Love the handles. The seat was totally comfortable. Like, no issue there. And the price is right. So, like, if you're getting into a 10-foot pedal kayak, this is the king of 10-foot pedal kayaks. But I would be, like, if someone came to me and said, PDL 106 or this, I'm actually going, like, because I
might go 106.
I'm probably going 106 for the hull and the drive. Like, you can't. There's some things like in a house you can't change the basement. You can go higher, you can't go lower, and I cannot change the hull. And the hull in the 106 is better. The pedal drive in the 106 is better. And those are two things you cannot change. It also has that stupid plastic thing over the drive. So like, there are some just funky things that I'm like, I don't love it. If you were 4 inches further back, the tank wall is a little deeper, had a little more room in the front hatch, and then and then a little bit better seat, this would be amazing. But this is probably a C for me. It's either a C or a B. The B kind of like price wise, sure, but it's probably a C. I would tell you this: I wouldn't buy this.
I wouldn't buy it either, but I know folks that would, and I know folks who've gotten it and they're really happy with it. So I'd probably give it a B, in my opinion. I think it brings a lot to the table if you're using it the way it's intended. The LTE is light. It is a light tackle kayak. It needs to be run light. And really the only way you're going to balance this thing out is I would say this is not for my 225 plus guys, in my opinion. I don't think if you're 225 plus, you should use this kayak.
This is why the U10 is S tier.
Because in the U10, you can be 365 pounds and be happy.
And I don't care if it's $1,500 more by the time you add a trolling motor. I don't care. It's so much better.
Don't even care.
I'm better than you.
I'm higher on the food chain.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. It's not horrible kayak. It's just for what they're such good designers. They really are. Native Bonafide is such good designers. There's just some weird misses, and it was like they finally dropped a budget pedal kayak. It's like, brah, you could have won. You could have taken. Like, I don't think they realize what they don't have now by having this.
Well, we made videos about this when we first heard about it, thinking it was going to be kind of at a different level. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give this a B. You fair with that?
Yeah, fine with it.
All right, cool. So B it is. LTE, get on out of here. I think it's right for some folks. If you're a lighter individual traveling light with your tackle, you're going to love this kayak. If you're slightly bigger and you bring a lot of stuff, this is not the kayak for you, in my opinion.
If you bought, you're under 2K for a U10, you add a trolling motor and a Power Queen battery,
you're at this price. Yep.
You're not far off, maybe a couple $100 more. right? 2,400. You're going to add 1,000. Yeah, you're like maybe a little more expensive.
No, did you say U10?
Yeah,
you go U10. Yeah, if you go U10 with the motor
plus,
you could do 2 motors. It'd be at this price pretty much. It's 1,600 plus. Yeah, well, no,
1,200 takes you. Yeah, you're a little more expensive.
Yeah,
but like for a couple $100 more, you get a U10 with a trolling motor.
Yeah,
bro.
What would it be? It would be like $500, $600 more.
Yeah, probably $500, $300, depending on what battery and how much. Like if you got the power drive, like I have.
But that's a kayak with a motor and a battery versus a kayak with the pedals.
I think the only thing that kills you, and again, this goes back to NuCanoe, is you want to add the gear pod. But dude, I mean, it's a massive upgrade.
Yep. B rank it is. Super swell light kayak. All right, let's go on to Bonafide Kayaks, shall we?
Yeah.
Well, what one am I starting with? I guess I'm
starting with.
Yep. Nope. Guess I'm starting with PWR.
Yeah.
It's just what my search brought up right away. So start out with the PWR. Maybe another kayak we gotta apologize to. I don't know. Maybe you'll hear about that in the video on Friday. We'll hear our thoughts. Oh my gosh, there's a decked out one. So yeah, let's well, that was an SS, I believe. But yeah, let's talk about the PWRs. This is the 129 12'9" kayak, and down here I can zoom her in a little bit. This is one that we again kind of gave an unfair shake to.
They're gonna my bad dog.
And oopsie poopsie, we thought it was something else and we were mad about it kind of deal. So this one gets a rebuttal today. How would we rank this now, Paul?
I think just straight up, I think this is A tier. I think when you look at the $2,000 price point, I know it doesn't come with a motor, so that kind of hurts people. But man, easy to rig. It's actually very paddleable. Comes with a solid seat. You get the tray underneath. You get the foot steering built in. You get the pod set up. You get the beautiful color with I love the teal or the blue with the tan. That's so good. Mm-hmm. You get a great tank wall. You get an awesome front hatch. You get PowerLink plates. It is built to be motorized, so that is, that's what it's designed for. Pretty freaking stable, high weight capacity. In my honest opinion, if it's not S tier, it's got to be A tier, just because there's some modern amenities. I would like to see some upgrades to it, but dang, this is a kayak that we owe a solid apology to.
This, in my opinion, is an A+ now. Yeah. It used to be a C, in our opinion. We just didn't get it. Yeah. But now we get it. And it was another kayak that's ahead of its time. Brings a lot to the table. It is phenomenal, and anybody can be happy with.
I agree.
Very good weight capacity, plenty of space. If you want to rig out a kayak, this is the one for you. Throw a motor on there. You're going to be really happy. It also paddles decent. Not horrible.
It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all.
Yeah, and it's super stable, even though it's not super wide. So it lends itself to speed and agility and does really well.
Hype man be hyping. 40 likes and 125 viewers. Who else not in the cool club? Like, dude,
what are you doing?
I agree.
What are you doing?
I mean, I'm not asking for much. Use your thumbs. You're not doing anything else.
Do you click with your thumb?
That's how I do it. Yeah. I imagine.
If you smash that like, it's got to be with your thumb. You can't with
it. Oh God! I almost unplugged my headphones. Yeah, I think this is A+. This is A tier range all day. Yep.
Blades. I was 11. All right. So PWR A tier. Moving on. Next one. Call it out. I'll go to the next one.
SS.
You got it.
127.
Would that be this one? There you go. 127, 107. Kind of, same boat. One's 12 foot, one's 10 foot. There you go. Now you know the difference. $1,599 for the 127, by the way.
SS 127, I think good. is
you want it to do more, but it does a lot.
It doesn't need to do anything. I think at this price point, this is A tier at the price point.
I think that anybody who gets an SS 127 or 107 is going to be super happy. I think that has a lot of modern amenities. It is very stable. It is easy to rig out. I mean, and like, Flux Master is rigging those out. So
it is skinny. It's stable-ish. Like it's not
like 34 inches wide, is it?
Yeah, it's stable-ish.
33.5.
Pretty stable. Like if someone said it's a stable, I'm like, yeah. if they said like I need stability as my primary factor, I'd say don't buy this. It's good though. It's good, and it has everything you need, nothing you don't, I guess. And at the price point, this is a banger.
Yeah,
it's a banger.
Very good kayak. These little side standy thingies are
they're not real.
To me. I don't know why those are there, but yeah, I mean, for the most part, like you get the pod, you get a big tank well, you got plenty of room for stuff. You got
patches, awesome.
Decent amount of track. You're gonna have to add track to it, like where these stupid foot pads
are. You don't need this. Isn't a rig it out kayak? This is a beater.
But you can, but
it's a beater.
Fluke Master fully decked these out.
Oh no, you can't.
So
it's
absolutely
capacity, banger.
Yep, absolutely can be done. A rank, I'm with you. Bonafide really doesn't put out bad.
They don't really go much lower. No, I mean, because okay, let's do the next one. Let's do the P127.
Oh, no, let's go low. Here's one.
Oh, okay, fine. The SKF 117. So the SKF 117. Look, it's too okay. So this is supposed to be like a skiff
hybrid.
You're supposed to run it light, and you throw a big motor on the back, and then you just kind of like you run shallow with it. Maybe a paddleboard. He's got a monster grouper there. That's cool. But you know what? This kayak's too small. This kayak is not wide enough. It's not long enough, and it doesn't have. There's nothing to it. What's the price tag on this thing? It's like
this is $12.49 for effectively a hard plastic paddleboard. Like it just doesn't.
It's not.
I feel like it tried to do a lot more than it was capable of doing.
Well, I mean, like if it's also not terribly stable.
No, I wonder what they put stability at a 10.
That's a lie.
You are full of it. I've bet.
Look, I like Bonafide a lot. They're one of my favorite kayak manufacturers. I think it's hard to argue they're not one of the best out there right now. But
top tier.
This is
Bonafide S ranked. This kayak
is
not.
Can you imagine if this thing was a foot longer, 4 inches wider?
Yeah.
And had like 2 or 3 amenities built into it, that would be like you couldn't ignore it. I don't think a lot of people could ignore it.
Yeah, it's no, I'm out.
we also have no purpose for it, and I don't see someone getting in decent waves in like Florida inshore with this thing at all. So I see no. This is a no for me.
Yeah, I'm out on this one. I'd go C
tier. Yeah, it's a C. I could see if someone really wanted something hyper light that they just don't do anything with, but why would you not go with a Hobie Lynx all day?
Stability's a 10 in the parking lot on your truck bed.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. On the show floor, it's crazy.
It's insane, dude.
But take me to the P127.
The P127. Pow.
So. Is this
another one we might need to say sorry to?
No, this is a sorry. Is this not the price tag on this? Is what 22,000?
I think it's 3,100.
3,100 still? Is it
no, 29.99.
That was just under. Yeah.
Just so at 3.
Honestly, is this A plus?
This is like A plus territory. I can't give it an S rank.
No.
Part of the reason why we didn't give this thing the benefit of the doubt is the one that we used that day, someone put together the Propel drive wrong. So we had a really tough time pedaling this thing around. And even though it was set up that way, it was still faster than every other kayak we tried that day.
By a lot. I think it's 2 inches too skinny. And I hate that plate over the pedal drive. I hate it.
It's got the native plate.
Hate it. But man, this thing is awesome. This thing is awesome. It's fast. It's nimble. It has plenty of space for rigging out. It's got a high weight capacity. It doesn't have a cup holder. And the steering handle's kind of cheesy. And when you turn it all the way to the right, it kind of goes under the seat. These are all small things. It's got a comfortable seat. Got the rear tank has plenty of track. You don't need a lot of track in this kayak, but it could use a little more. But you don't need a lot. I mean, it's missing 3 or 4 things to put it in S tier, but it's not big stuff. It's a little stuff. The bones on this kayak are awesome. This is A plus.
It's a great kayak. A plus. I'm with it. Are we speeding beyond Chaz's ability? I want to make sure we're not leaving Chaz in the dust.
We are.
Oh, he's on it. No, I just switched over the sheet. Thanks, Chaz. So let's go A. There's a lot of A ranks on our list. Again,
there's a lot of good kayaks out there.
Here's one important caveat. All right. We had to buy a lot of our initial kayaks. We don't like get them all sent to us. We also get to try whatever is at Water Dog Outfitters. Water Dog Outfitters is not going to carry bad kayaks, and we are not going to buy bad kayaks. So chances are a lot of the ones we review, they're going to be like A tier, because that's what we've been seeking out. That said, we're expanding beyond our comfort zone this year. You guys have called out brands. You want us to test Feel Free. You want us to test Real Yaks. You want us to test whatever. So now we're just expanding our horizons, and we're just going to try whatever you say, as long as we can get a hold of that company, which we have gotten a hold of a few, which is awesome. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm supposed to talk to Real Yaks tomorrow. This is a modular 2-piece kayak, which at first I was like, absolutely not. That's ridiculous. But now I'm like, all right, let's just see. You know what? Maybe it's amazing. Who knows? Like, I gotta stop being so negative about it. So we're gonna test that out, hopefully. And then the Feel Free, we're trying to work out something right now where we can go test out a few of those. So we're in talks with them too. But yeah, so there's plenty of other ones out there. Who knows? Maybe we'll find I'm not saying Feel Free or Real Yaks, but maybe one day we'll test out like a D rank. I can think of one D rank. I can think of an F rank. Go Boat. The Go Boat inflatable.
The Foot Chopper 9000?
The Foot Chopper over 9000 is absolute D rank.
I want an AI image of somebody in a
putting their foot in the foot well.
And then no, it's like the view is like you're looking at the water, like the water line, and you can see their foot floating away underneath with like some bone and blood.
Oh,
and then, that's what I want.
I need to show the people what we're talking about. This
show
is what we're
Foot
talking
Chopper
about.
9000. You'll notice there's a hole right where the motor is, where your feet go.
Exhibit A.
And there's no grate at all over it. So if you stick your foot down there, That's is salad chopped forever. It's done. You're done.
Paul,
you're toast.
Paul, I'll have you know, it looks like they put a cage over the prop. There seems to be. Do you see that? They covered the prop. This was not so at ICAST.
So now it's just the foot slicer 9000. God.
Now it's the toenail cutter 9000.
It also here's the thing that gets me about the Go Boat, that if people were coming out of the woodwork to defend this thing, and I was like, you can't steer it. It can't be steered.
It's also $2,800.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
Could you imagine coming out to defend this, over spending $200 more and getting a brand spanking new P127?
Absolutely not.
Oh my God.
Not a heckin' chance. I've seen people fight fish.
You're one battery short of having a PWR and an NK180 Pro.
100%. I've seen people fight fish on this thing. And like, you think a fish takes you for a sleigh ride. This thing takes you for like those teacups at Disney World. Like, just,
guys,
this is you.
Bumper
around the
when
lake.
They were testing these Go Boats, we were playing bumper boats with other people, not on purpose.
They didn't even know what else to do, dude.
There was we were just like, just leave the motor on until you accidentally get back to the dock, because that's your only shot at getting back in.
Yeah, that's a big fat nopers for me.
This is the worst design thing that's ever been designed. I just don't know. I can't believe they sold more than 500 of these.
D rank, Chaz, throw it down there. Get the Go Boat.
Jesus. All right, it's 9:37. We got to get through this.
Fine, we're gonna speed run the next ones.
What do we put it at? Did we put it at B? Is that where we
P127 is an A.
A rank.
P127 is an A. Let's go to the XTR 130.
I mean, is this not an automatic S rank?
I think the STR potentially is an S rank. I think the people should decide while we talk about the next kayak. So
this is
Chaz, let's do a poll: Bonafide XTR, S rank or A rank. It's one of the two.
I get that it's heavy. It's not as big as people think. It's not as big as it looks.
If you're buying this kayak, you don't care that.
You're buying for a trailer. You're buying this you're going to buy motor. It's expensive. I'll give it to you. It's expensive.
Yep.
But it's a lot of kayak for the money. It's extreme. It's comically spacious. Yep. You don't really need a crate, but you can put two in this. You could put two crates in here if you wanted to. It's a little funky where you're going to mount your electronics, because you have to decide whether they're going to stand on the front or whether they're going to be sitting mostly. But it's not, dude, this thing's goated. As far as big kayaks go, it does whatever you want. And standing on the front is unreal.
That's the one, man. I can stand on the front and cast on this thing, which is, I don't get to do that on other kayaks. I don't get to Christine Fisher myself to the front of a Hobie Pro Angler.
No,
she can do that. I cannot. I've tried it.
I can't even do that. I'll submerge the front. Even me, even average me, even average boring me. And like I think the crazy thing about this kayak is like it's way faster than people think. It's actually got some juice. Yeah, it's pretty fast.
For those who are late, S rank is the best. A rank is a step below that. Just to be clear, so if you've pulled the wrong way, it is almost 50-50 though. So again, S rank when you talk about,
I think we got to do it again. You got to start it over. Pull the plug, start again.
I got more than one question about this. All right, so everybody, here's the rules. S rank is the best, then A, then B, then C, then D, then go boat.
Then go boat.
There goes our sponsorship.
That's going to be like that's going to be like FV shred.
Yes. Hashtag FV
shred. That's our FV shred.
You know what? Like the one thing I'll give Go Boat is bumper boats is so fun. it was insanely fun.
I'll give you this: not being able to steer, entertaining.
Absolutely hilarious filming your friend trying to get back to. You remember me trying to get back to the dock?
No,
I was like,
truly, I have a video clip of just saying how he's screaming how.
You're like, come back to the dock. I'm like, I'm trying, dude.
It was brutal, dude. No, it's not a drinking man's boat. That's a good way to get lost forever. If you just happen to not be able to go straight, which you can't, good luck getting back. It's unreal. All right,
you start in a pond in Michigan, you end up in the ocean on your Go Boat.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So while people are voting on the XTR, let's also talk about the exact opposite, the RVR 119. The RVR 119, in my opinion, I think this one is arguably S ranked. Ooh,
interesting. Because I know you're going to want to put the Shoaly up there too.
I think the Shoaly also is S ranked.
Yeah, even with the blemishes, even like this one is like a Shoaly, but even cleaner. I want to spend more time on this on the river, but yeah, this thing. The fact that you can do dual anchors front and back, like out
dueling anchors is psycho.
Dueling
and it's not just that you do dueling anchors; they have rollers for deployment. This is psycho work.
It's so well thought out. This is S rank. It has to.
This is S ranked.
People are still like, "What do I want for a river kayak?" It's RVR or Shoaly. It's RVR or Shoaly always. And if
I recommend almost nothing else.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm fine to recognize the Smalley. If you're like, I really need the lightest thing out there, but this is so much better.
So RVR 119 S rank. Period. The end. It's over. Moving on.
Don't put a thing in it. Put everything in it. There's no wrong answer.
It literally doesn't matter. I think that's all the ones that we've used because we haven't used the RS 117. We want to. We will. But I think we pulled that one.
Here's the thing, though. At $1,000, I don't really care.
I feel like it's gotta be
S-ranked. It's God ranked.
Like, it's value redefined at $999.
Is it okay? This is MSRP at $1,000. You don't get a hatch, but I've actually never been mad about not having a front hatch these days. I have no problem with it at all. You get the little mini pod. You get tons of space. You just get a little bit of track, but you don't need any track. You could add track for $40. It's not expensive. You get a huge tank well. You get the ability to put a motor on the back if you want.
Yeah.
And you get their standard seat. What more do you want? Honestly. Like, you can't beat this for money. You can't beat this for money.
Yeah, I feel the same way. DeBurley, you absolutely can S rank a riverboat, even if you don't fish rivers. It's what it's made for, man. Like, we're gonna treat all of these like what they're made for. XTR, it's made to be rigged out. You can't be like, well, I don't want to rig out my kayak so it doesn't get an A rank or B rank or whatever. Like, it's ranked per usage. Like that's what it's for.
You have to go so much faster. Holy crap.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
Yeah, I think
you're the one talking. I'm not.
I know. I'm done. This is S ranked.
All right. So S rank RVR. Bonafide XTR came in almost 50-50. So we're going to go A rank on that one. So XTR gets an A rank. RVR gets an S rank. Moving on from Bonafide, we're going to Crescent. So we're going to hammer out the Crescents. We've talked about these things enough. We're going to go speed round for the rest of these kayaks. And you guys know
this one's pretty easy, though, honestly.
I think so. I think there's
We're gonna
one
set the
S-rank and the
bookends.
rest
Let's get the best one and the worst one. We'll set the bookends and we'll fill in the middle.
Okay, so starting with the Shoalie, this is the best one. This is an S-rank kayak.
Best plastic in the industry, best paddling kayak in the world. Most amount of amenities molded in. If you added nothing, you'd be thrilled. If you add a motor in the back, there's nothing better in the river. This is S-rank.
Yeah, it's one of the best kayaks we've ever used in the river, period.
I would buy this twice.
We are going to buy this twice because we've already bought 2 of them, and now we got to get another 2. We're going to buy this 4 times, Paul.
This doesn't bother me at all.
Nope. This is a great kayak. Next.
S-rank.
S-rank.
Now let's go to the worst one. So in my opinion, I think the Primo, as far as fishing goes, is their worst fishing kayak.
Because it's a recreating kayak. So
this is a wreck kayak with some fishing-ish stuff.
Yeah, if you are wrecking, you're having a good time. If you are not wrecking, you are having a bad time.
Yeah.
It does have potential for a motor mount, but I'm not touching this thing.
No.
I don't recommend this really ever. It's only $7.99.
That's
if
great,
someone were like, it's at $375. Like if you're getting a similar kayak that is around this price point, there's a bunch, and you want better plastic and maybe better tracking and paddling, I'm leaning on this over maybe a Lifetime or maybe
light. Oh yeah, no. This is way better than all that, but the stability is an issue for me.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't have the basics. So I'm gonna pass on this one all day. This is probably a C.
It's a little ballerina.
But it's a C though.
Moving on.
So if you go to the C, I would say, which one is this? The ultralight? So this one's also a C. I did not like
this one's the same, and it's smaller for $8.99. Smaller, less stable, more modern amenities for like fishing setup, but still, this is a C rank as well.
I wanted to love this one. C. I really did. I wanted to love this one, but I couldn't. CK1 I actually really like. I think the CK1's actually pretty solid.
Yeah.
If the RS117 wasn't such a good fishing platform, this would be right up there in that conversation. The problem is
like just below that one.
This isn't really a fishing kayak. It's so nimble though. You can fully 180 this kayak with one paddle stroke.
It's kind of stupid. B rank, I think. CK1.
This is B-, but it's a B rank, yeah.
It's a great kayak. You'd be happy with it at $1,000. Light Tackle 2, the
sleeper,
most slept on Crescent.
The most slept on Crescent for sure. It's
one of the best Crescent kayaks.
It's probably one of the best purely fishing kayaks out there. If it weren't for, again, the same exact thing, they could have remade a better paddling SS 127. Because the SS 127 exists, this can't be any higher than probably B. But this is actually a really good kayak. I really enjoyed it. If you like to paddle, you're going to love this kayak. This has so many built-in features. You need nothing. I'm adding nothing to this kayak, and it's fast.
Yeah, it's a fantastic kayak. Paul had it for a year. We rigged it out. It was great. I even liked it, and I don't like a lot of kayaks like this. So it's a good one. What did we say? B? A?
I say B. Solid B.
Solid B for that one. Chaz, you keeping up? I know we're speeding up here. He's like, why aren't they going off the rails? All right, we're doing good. K-Craft, C. Like, I don't even need to say anything else about it. Oh, Crescent, come back. Why'd you break?
Crescent, come back.
Crescent, come back.
You can't blame this one on Chaz.
Oh, no, I can't.
You can't even blame this on my internet.
No, this isn't my internet. This is their website. It's like a maintenance.
That's what I'm saying. You can't blame it on the internet.
I can blame everything on you, Paul. That's my secret. Maybe it's just when you click the K-Craft, it breaks the website.
It's like, don't do it.
D rank, dude.
Problem with the K-Craft, it's very light, which is cool. If you put nothing in it, that's fine. But if you're going to fish out of this, you're going to be upset. It's not as stable as you want it to be. No space for stuff. Didn't like it.
I thought it was going to be more stable than it was.
Hold on.
Yes.
It's not this bad, but this is just funny.
The crap craft
with a K. The crap with a K.
That was a good one. I wanted it to be so much better than it was. It did. If it did anything good for us, Paul, it did give us a 2 million view Instagram reel
for a total of 4 seconds of work,
where I had to once again battle everyone in the comments because Paul was like, "I did my part" and left.
I did my part.
I'm doing my part, was Paul.
Hey, that got us so many follows. It was crazy. So I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want. I just make the videos and I send them on their way and they fly, little birdie fly. All right, let's talk about the crew.
The website works, dude. The K-Craft breaks the website. That's how bad of a vessel it is.
The crew sucks. It's great for a 2-person kayak. This sucks for a fishing kayak.
It sucks for a fishing kayak. We even
it's great for a 2-person kayak though. Like
Steve at Water Dog Outfitters was like, I'm thinking about rigging this out, and then he changed his mind. Dude, I wouldn't. It has no track on it whatsoever.
No.
You got to install everything yourself.
It's not a fishing kayak.
Boo, moving on.
So this is a C. It's a C. But if it was like fun fishing, it'd be one of the best ones.
Yeah. The Smalley.
I love the Smalley. But I will say this about Smalley. This gets like a B-, I think, for like the average angler. But if this is everything Crescent, if you're looking for what this kayak is, if you want a throw and go, it's S ranked. There's no better throw and go kayak at $1,400 that brings everything to the table with this level of quality. But it has all the classic Crescent annoying things. And if you're trying to do a whole lot with this, you're going to be upset. So I put this in solid B, but if you're looking for throw and go, it's S ranked.
Yeah, it's still got a lot of great amenities, but yeah, there are quite a few misses. Let's go B on the Smalley.
I go B on the Smalley. Cool.
Moving on, we've got the CK2 and then the Crestcraft. We have used a lot of Crescent kayaks. Oh no, the CK2 breaks the website too.
Yeah, for no reason. This one's actually pretty good.
It's actually pretty good. Yeah,
it's actually pretty good. I think this one is probably B-.
Yeah,
but like again, if you want something long with a lot of high-end plastic, and you were just going to load, like this is a fishing adventure kayak. This is like throw a big motor on the back, seat yourself in the middle, bring someone with you, and bring all your camping gear. This is a banger kayak, banger. But like the average tournament fisherman like doesn't even need this. Shouldn't consider it.
No, and there's so many better options, honestly.
It's a B-
around that price point. I would show you the price point, but their website sucks and it's
but
broken.
I can't. B-.
What if I click here? Will that work? Nope. All right, cool. Good stuff, guys. Crescent, fix your website. Oh, cool. K-Craft is broken too. That's awesome. Anyways, so CK2 Venture, B rank, going to the Crestcraft. Crestcraft, specifically talking about the power kayak build. We talked about it. Like Paul and I, if you're going to buy a Crestcraft, buy the power yak, get the Millennium seat, screw the teak bench. Do not get that. I don't care about it whatsoever. It's not comfortable at all and is extremely slippery and very low. But if you get the power yak, you get a Millennium seat, you get steering if you want it, and you can just order the transom mount separately if you want to add a big motor, and then you can sit sideways while you drive, a la the Millennium seat. It's the better deal.
I think the Crestcraft, again with Crescent, this is going to be a B. But
I think so.
But if you had an NT3 or 600 or a gas motor, low power gas motor already,
I want to get that 6 on there.
And you drop that on this and you add nothing else and you just bring some tackle with side stagers. This thing is an S. It is it's so much fun to fish out of. Stupid stable, tons of room. It's awesome, man.
Help on it. Crescent is hiring a web designer because their website sucks.
Yeah, it's weird today. I'm putting this in a B. It's got the same normal Crescent annoying things, but again, for that niche that wants just nothing but a motor and some tackle, get the side stagers from Yak Attack, and you have an absolute slapper. It's so sick.
It's a fun little kayak. Let's go over to Vibe Kayaks. Vibe. All right. So believe it or not, we reviewed some Vibe kayaks. And we actually had this one too. That's the Hydra. We had the Shearwater. We had the Makana. So those would be the 3. We haven't used the Seaghost. We actually didn't use the Uptown, even though it was with us up at the Sea Otter Lodge when we were in British Columbia. Get out of here, Vibe. So we do have some experience on pretty much everything but the Seaghost and the Uptown. So let's talk about let's do the Shearwater first. Shearwater is the SS 127.
Yep.
There you go.
But with just cheaper everything. So, you know, if the SS 127 is an A, I think this is a B.
Yes.
This kayak is very good, though, honestly, for money. And I was actually pleasantly surprised. I liked it.
Yeah. It was a fun ride. Used it for 2 full days. Paul, I think you used it for 1 or 2 days.
Just one day.
one day, and then we use the NuCanoe most of the time. $17.99 paddle variety, but then you can drop in a drive right here.
And you can find these cheaper.
Pod. Yeah. You can get this thing used. You can find it on sale. There's a lot of different options. So great kayak. B. The Shearwater gets a B. Chaz, thank you. NuCanoe. The Vibe NuCanoe was their new one last year. $18.99 includes the pedal drive, so it's $1,900 out the door pedal drive.
It's an A minus B plus.
I think so. Again, 10-footer. It packs a lot into a small package. No front pod, but like I had 3 lingcod, like giant lingcod, up under this little webbing.
It's such a non-issue for me not having the front pod these days. You know, you're not going to rig this out though, so you're not going to like load it up. But honestly, for a little pond prowler,
you can do a lot though.
You could do a lot worse, man. You could do a lot worse for a lot more money. You could do a lot worse. So, the seat is fine. We spent a lot of hours in this. I honestly was very impressed. I put this A minus B plus. You can argue either way. I'll give it whatever you want.
28 hours straight in this thing. Like, I mean,
as long as you set the seat up in the high seat position, I think it's it's probably a B just because the fit and finish. But
I think it's a B because of vibe.
I know. Well, and especially you got to get the impulse drive. Don't get the X drive. But it's pretty freaking good.
Yeah. The X drive is kind of trash and they don't really sell it anymore, but most knockoff Hobie fin drives are trash. It just is what it is in the industry. They work, but like they're so to go backwards, you have to take it out, turn it around, put it back in, and then it has height adjustments. So the adjustments are then backwards, and it's like skinny paddling.
It's crazy.
It's stupid. It sucks.
Get the X drive. $1,800, $1,900.
Don't get the X drive. Get the impulse drive.
I'm sorry, get the impulse drive. It's kind of a steal, honestly.
Yeah,
let's talk Hydra.
Solid, that's a B. Going to the Hydra 130.
Hydra's a C, but like it would be a B if you wanted this very specific style of ocean kayak.
Oh, it's a rave. Whoa.
I know.
I'm not doing anything
every time. I know. I know.
This is stupid.
Look, I mean, it is basically the fact that you sit prone, like with your 2 feet fully extended in front of you, is horrific, but it's unbelievably fast. It's a great paddle kayak. It took a Bixby really well, actually. I loved it with the pole steer. It was awesome. But you're not adding anything to this. As much as I want to love this kayak, it's good for someone who wants to paddle in the ocean. So this is a C probably for me.
Yeah. I mean, again, vibe components. C. Like that's
all the tabs, the fit and finish, the clips, the buckles, the pads.
All this plastic
it just
breaks, you guys.
Bad,
like all of that breaks.
All right. Like,
need help? Yes, I do. Click here. All right, moving on. What's next?
Yeah, need help. I'm having a brain aneurysm watching this screen.
Currently, I need to get off
Pelican catch mode 110.
Oh, if there were a kayak that represented just the
comment section, the people's
comment section,
the people's comment,
the people's comments are the Pelican catch mode 110
or the Yukon.
Yes, or the Yukon. What's the new name for it? Is it the Yukon now?
No, the Yukon's the new
Teton.
one.
Yeah, it was the Teton Angler. Now it's the Yukon.
Yeah,
but the Pelican catch mode 110 is like right up there with people love to just rip on us for not liking this kayak. It is almost $900, and like that's why I don't like this kayak.
I'm sorry.
Or
think about this: for $100 more, you can get an RS 117,
which is a very much a better kayak. But anyway,
by a billion miles.
I've been in this. I've fished in this
2 times.
I didn't like this. It's it does stuff like if you get it on mega sale for $650, now you're like in argument range.
No, 700 or less, you can make an argument for it. But God, it doesn't weather well. Yeah. Bad plastic. The 2-piece blow mold, not great. You've got the seats
low
not
weight
great.
Capacity.
The seat's so low. It doesn't come with anything. There's literally 8 inches of track on the whole thing.
Total,
it's
right
just,
there.
The padding, it was like peeling apart by the time we got to it. It's just fine. If you got it for $400, I'd say sure. You absolutely did it.
So, One-IX. I'll go Alex. We'll go with anyways. Ooh. To be fair, you can find it at $699. So You got it. So you can find it at $6.99. The only time I would ever let somebody argue with me about this is if it were $6.99. If you're looking at full price, absolutely not. Do not ever consider this kayak. Are you kidding me? But $6.99, okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But again, $375 is the weight capacity, you guys. Like, this is a low weight capacity, and it's assuming you're putting a transom motor on this thing. This thing paddles.
This is psychotic. Like I'm a no for all.
It doesn't paddle well. It has very cheap components. It's just, I don't get it. I honestly don't. I'm sorry. Like, I don't get it.
This for me,
yep,
is a C.
This, yeah, absolutely a C rank. All right, moving on. What's the next one?
We have Hobie, which people are asking about. People are wanting the rankings, so we're moving on to Hobie. No, I don't want to. Let's start with the Pro Angler. Yeah, 180.
They separated everything for no reason whatsoever. All right, so let's go with the Hobie Pro Angler, which currently is $4,600 for the 12-foot. And I think it's $47 or $48.99 for the 14. $47.99 for the 14-foot.
But it's cheaper than a PDL Pro.
No, it's more than a PDL Pro. Cheaper than the EPDL Pro. Correct. That technically has a motor in it
by $1,000.
But this is $1,000 less, and it is. This is the best hull. That, like, I understand that people have had issues with it.
This can't be argued. No one can argue this.
People have had issues with it when they move distribution. So if they were to re-improve distribution, but there are pro anglers on Facebook Marketplace that are from 2007, and they're still in good condition in papaya color. Like,
I want the papaya. I'm actually pissed that I don't have a. I used to dog on it.
You have to get orange camo.
I don't care. I want the OG papaya 180. That's what I want with the Mirage.
Yeah, so the 180 Mirage drive has these kick up. The new version has these kick up fins. So if you run into things, they just kick up, and then you pedal really hard and they kick back down. You don't have to pull the drive out. So you can run over whatever you want. It means you no longer bend these the pedal masts, which is what I had to replace 4 times in my original 180 drive because it didn't have kick up fins. So with the updates to the drive, like, this is the best fin drive, period. There's nothing.
This one is serviceable. This one is relatively fully replaceable. You wouldn't die doing it. And
I rebuilt this twice. You can do that.
The 12 and 14 foot version of the Hobie Pro Angler, doesn't matter what model you got. It is the best designed hull in the industry still, and it can't be touched. Can't be touched.
Blades, that's when you got to do a skinny paddle, man. If you go in shallow, skinny paddle,
pull
or
the
you got to pull the drive and use a motor or a paddle. We always just went drive out and then paddle. And
how do you think I got these thighs?
Or you skinny paddle, baby.
How do you think I got these thighs?
That's exactly it. All right. So the 180 drive is the way to go, 100%. Is the Pro Angler an S rank? It's an S rank.
Even with
I'm
all
not
the
even
weird
letting anybody
problems and the price, and it's an S tier. This is S tier.
So Hobie Pro Angler 180 Chaz is S rank. The Hobie Pro Angler 360 is a different story, and it is very much not an S rank. So the 360, I don't care. I've seen the XR drive. I know they made a lot of improvements to the 360. However, the way they improved it is they over-engineered it. They took an over-engineered product, the Hobie 360 drive, and they said, what if we add 42 more bells, whistles, buttons, and switches? And then they did. And no, just absolutely not. This is, I don't know. You took my favorite hull in kayak fishing and you made it a B minus.
A lot of people have said this. They should sell the kayak separate from the drive. If they sold the kayak separate from the drive, like, you could just get the hull. This is an S plus. This is God tier hull. This is the best hull you can buy.
Yep. Well, it's the same hull as the 180. So why wouldn't? Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I
that's how good the thing is. It's
so to those people who say, could I buy it without the drive? The XR has a lot of more modernized amenities than the OG like Pro Angler has. So to Paul's point, like, this does have more than that does. So when Paul says, like, could I buy it without the drive? Would that save me $1,500 and then put this at a price that is not $5,900?
I would pay $3,000. I'd pay $3,000 for this. $4,000.
No
for
drive.
This.
Yeah.
No drive. all day. And I'll
Put a
tell you
motor
right
on
now,
it, you'd be so happy.
let me tell you something right now. Like, it's the best seat by 1,000 miles. There's no seat that even can come close. Not even close.
If you haven't sat in this, you can't say anything.
I don't want
lumbar support.
You have nothing to say.
It's kind of like what the Bonafide seat tries to be, but much lighter and better. They try. They have like lumbar support and stuff, but yeah, it is not this. Like this.
The Honda S2000 is not a Ferrari.
I mean, sometimes
it's a great car, not a Ferrari. Like this is so.
Dude.
BMW doesn't even come close. This is so much better.
Yeah,
the Vantage Pro seat is more comfortable than the seat in my truck.
Yep, Robert, I'm with you, dude. Like if I could, well, there's two things. Like one, if I could have the XR hull with a 180 drive with kick-up fins, I'd be very happy. And then put the drive block in there when I don't want to use it and I just go motor. But I'd agree, like if you could have this like XTR style, like no drive hole.
Oh God.
That'd be freaking awesome.
It's so elite. And there's so many crap things you got to deal with. Like the H-rail system, like the front hatch is still 1,000 years old. Dude, this thing, it can't be touched. It can't be touched.
No. Again, we wish it was less. We wish it had an option without the drive. We wish 360 drive didn't exist. I loved the concept, but yeah.
Bro, if you're running this hull with an NK300 and a power pole on the front, there's no better kayak setup.
There just really isn't. It's stupid good. Anyways, S tier Hobie Pro Angler, C tier 360 drive. Bleh. All right.
C tier?
Is it less than C? 360 drive
you're telling me if you got a 360 XR or just 360, if you got one,
regular 360
hold on,
okay,
and you got 3 years out of it, heavy use, and then every 3 years you had to buy an $1,100 drive. You're telling me it's not B?
Sure. B rank it. 360 drive, B rank. Deal. All right. This Sam, we
Her
just
sister was a witch.
Sam, we just put out a BFS video like yesterday. What are you talking about?
I've made more BFS content than I did all last year this week.
We did shopping videos. We did lure unboxing. Sam's like, you talk about kayaks? Get out of here. What are you talking about, Sam? Jeez,
I love you. I appreciate you. There's more coming. We just filmed other one. We just filmed a whole other one for you. It's dropping in like a week or two. I got you.
No, it drops Monday. So Monday
it drops Monday, Sam.
BFS swim baits, Sam.
All right, Jeff told you.
Paul said. Oh, God. Hit him with a heartbeat. God.
Wait, hold on, Sam. Now, is this a sarcastic? Like, oh no,
now you're
crap,
cursing
dude.
in my comments.
No crap, dude.
Wow, real cool. You're being a real chill guy, Sam. Oh, we don't talk enough about tackle storage.
All right,
what?
Pull the plug, you guys. Joss, we're out of here.
What stratosphere are we in now?
We're playing with you, Sam. This is great. This is funny. I love this. We love you guys.
He says he didn't know. All right, Sam. If you want BFS, we got you, dog. Go check it out. There'll be more later. Dude, every other week for us is a kayak adventure series podcast, so you're gonna be real mad about that. But these lives, the other every other week, they will alternate and there'll be other things. So don't worry about it. We got you, buddy. Don't worry.
Maybe we'll do what is it?
Don't roast. You leave Sam alone.
Shut. We're all Sam.
We are all Sam. We are
all right. Let's get out of here. We got to do Wilderness Systems, right?
Yeah, we didn't really test out too many of the other ones. Like the Mirage Lynx from Hobie, I would imagine is probably an A rank. It looks phenomenal. The Outback, probably an A rank, looks phenomenal.
Well, A rank for ocean, B rank for everything else, but it's a B everywhere all day. And it is a little tippier, but like it's still a banger. It's a freaking banger.
Yep, 100%. So let's go to good old Confluence Outdoors. Okay. We're going to check out the...
What? B minus all day, everywhere.
It's a 7 out of 10. It's B minus. Oh my! Why is everybody using flashing lights all the time? We get it. The Wilderness Systems Tactical Pro 128 is so metal. Can I get a look? There we go.
I actually do like this kayak. I do not like this color green, if I'm being honest.
This green is doo-doo.
It's very like
this would have been better.
It has no soul. The green has no soul. The camo is nice, but the straight green has no soul. Yeah. Okay. Overall, I think this is an A. If I'm being honest, I think it's probably an A.
I think it's an A. There's a lot of cons with it, but there's so many good things to like about it too. So
this is probably the most open kayak that you can purchase in terms of foot space.
Pre-wired, pre-plumbed, extra stable, ready for a bow mount. Layout's great. Living room on the water, dude. Yep. You're going to be very comfy.
Good seats really good. Materials are mostly really good. There's some really weird, finicky things, but like the deployment for the trolling motor is sick. It's sick. The fact that it's pre-plumbed for a motor in the back, it's cool. It's a cool kayak. And then the price point's great for what it comes for. So it's value for money. It delivers in most spots. You'll be annoyed by a couple little things. You could fish the ocean on this if you wanted to, though. It's a banger.
Yep. I'd give it an A. I think you'd be really happy if this is a kayak that you purchase.
Same.
We have it. We're gonna rig it out a little better this year. We're gonna finish the rigging.
I would fish out. It's no problem. I fish out all day. It's a good kayak.
Coming up. All right, so there you go. A rank Wilderness Systems Tactical Pro 128. Moving on, the other one we tried from Wilderness Systems. Paul, do you remember which one?
Eye Attack.
The Eye Attack. You are correct, and I don't even know where I would find it in here. Is it under fishing boats? Maybe. Nope. These are Pelican. What the freaking heck? Take me to Wildy. What else do you have? They don't even show anything.
It'll be under fishing for sure.
This one, Eye Attack 1. I found it. I did it. All right. So this is the first Wildy that we really got, and this is where I found out that I hate the Wilderness Systems seat and the flip down thing and the standing deck that I'm never going to stand on. Hate it. Absolutely hate it. Some people like it. That's fine. It was not comfortable. What of the worst seats, comfortability, comfort wise, I guess I'm trying to say, in my opinion, very uncomfortable.
Concept is very good. Delivery was not good. This is a C.
This is, the biggest
issue
with it.
It's not a D.
Here's the biggest. It's not a D. It's like a B minus, C plus. Biggest issue with it, extremely portable. It's an inflatable. It's going to be really durable. It's going to hold up a long time. Biggest issue is it doesn't drain. You let water in. There's no way to drain that water out. That's stupid. Allegedly, there's a drain in the middle, but you can't do that while you're on the water. It will just let water back in. So you have to go ashore.
The rail is a great idea, but it's effectively worthless the way they designed it.
Yeah.
And
the foot pegs fall out.
Pedals suck. So it's like
fall out, dude.
They suck. But the hull is great, and it's actually pretty darn stable, and it has great weight capacity. It doesn't weigh very much. The pump is solid. It's got there's a lot of things to like quite a bit, but if I could redesign this, I think you could do the same thing 10 times better for probably the same price. You just would have to try a little harder, and you have to fix the seat.
100%. I believe it's 11. Oh gosh, it's $1,500.
Well,
yeah, that's a C. That's a big fat C minus now.
Tariffs on it too.
Yes,
it's a C.
This is a Canadian company, so yeah, that is rough. All right, moving on. Oh, I lost my show notes. No, what's next?
Next up will be the Isle Flywater.
All right, you're running show notes now.
I got
lost the plot.
I got
the Isle Flywater.
Now this one, oh man, there's a lot to like about this. To be honest with you,
you
have to get your mind right. You have to get your mind right.
This is almost $100 more than the Eye Attack for so much more inflatable.
10 times more. 10 times.
This is a way better choice than the Eye Attack.
So here's the thing with the Isle. This is a recreational boat.
Yes.
But when you approach it the right way and you just say fun fishing day, you can take a ton of tackle, by the way, and you can motorize the heck out of this thing. They have a plate for it. It's awesome. The seats are very low, but you can stand in this thing like nobody's business.
We walked around this with both of us on this.
No problem. Both of us standing and casting, no problem. And yeah, there's not a lot of track. It'd be really rad if you like, but what you could put side stagers on this though. You
Yeah.
can do it. So
You
there's
can.
so much to like about this. If you just treat this as summer boat fun fishing, you can have a two-person boat in a backpack, and it's very durable. I love this boat. It's not a great fishing boat. This is a B for me.
Yeah.
But
I think
it
that's
doesn't work in
fair.
like every instance. It's like hot summer days only.
Yeah, I think that's totally fair.
Oh man, you get it on that day. Some of the most fun fishing days we've had have been on this thing.
Yeah. And I will make chat aware we did shift into inflatable category without even mentioning it. So these are all inflatables now. We've done pretty much the whole list of kayaks. Man, I almost just died there. Pretty much the whole list of hard plastic kayaks. Now we're going into some inflatables. Wrap up with this. This is for my dude. I got to remember this guy's name, but my dude that hits me every video.
He hit us up today.
He comments every video and he just goes, more inflatable content, please. So I love that, and I'm here for it. We try to do our best with inflatable content, my friend. In fact, I think he commented on the podcast post.
Yes, that's what it was. He commented today.
I think I have him. There it is. Sean Falconer. Sean Falconer 7182.
We got
shout out to you, bud.
This is your time.
We do as much inflatable content as we can. He's not going to see that. He's just going to keep commenting, but we
didn't do Flux Jet.
Oh, we'll get that in a second. Let's just bust out the rest of these inflatables real quick.
Okay.
So the next one is the
Newport NS130. This is S tier.
Newport NS130. If the Flywater is a B and it's still great, like this is the S tier version of that, in our opinion. And it also has the option for a bow deck. Like
this is S tier.
You can put a deck on the front and put a bow mount motor on this. This thing's so fun. I fished out of it a ton last year. Took Paul out a few times with it. We put the NT600 on this. It goes real fast. It is real fun.
You can handle any water that exists. This is S tier. It's roomy. It's got accessories.
Probably should share the right tab.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah, it's got tracks on the side. You can add more tracks. This thing is
best bag you can buy. You can double the tracks. You can add the front standing platform, like Jeff said. You can put electronics on this if you want. It's the most rugged, highest quality material, best pump. This is S tier. This is unreal. If anyone says, should I get this? If you're even considering it, it's a get it now. Boat seats, S tier.
Swivel boat seat. Awesome. And you can get extras. So we have 2 swivel boat seats.
Dude,
on
it's
ours.
so sick. I don't care what it costs. This thing's sick. S tier.
I don't even care. All right, next
is
S tier.
The foot chopper, which we already did. That's a D. It gets its own category. It's so bad. Next up will be the Boat Lono Aero.
Boat Lono
We've never popped an inflatable. I'm going to do that this season. I'll show you how to patch it. The nice thing about popping these inflatables, modern inflatables, they essentially have 4 compartments. So when you pop one, all the air doesn't leave immediately. 2, you just slap a patch on it. It's really simple. 3, even if it fully deflated in one of those areas, the way they're constructed, half the air from one compartment actually passes to the other. So it actually will be like half inflated on one side. You can get back safely, no problem. So I don't worry about it even a little bit. Never thought about it.
Nope. Yeah, and I mean we're like banging lures against that and stuff.
I've dragged it right across rocks and sand and dirt, and it's fine.
100%. Boat Lono Aero. I'm going B on this. I think it's a decent all-around concept. I think that Boat makes some really good inflatables. I think you'd be happy with it. It just doesn't feel like a fishing kayak. It feels like a recreating kayak.
And it's the fact that they put a pedal drive, a quality pedal drive in an inflatable, I think is worth the B ranking.
Yeah.
That's the highest I'm giving it though.
B plus, man. Like it's
fine.
It's good.
You can fish it. But it's a party boat. It's a little party boat.
$1,500.
It seems reasonable for the part. I mean, you're paying $500 for the inflatable.
I could have a Flywater though. Like
I'm not picking it. It's not for me. But where else can you get a pedal? What else can you get a quality boat?
Yeah,
that's pedal. I mean, inflatable. You can't. That's the only one.
Exactly. So B rank that sucker. Going to the Boat Rover Aero. Same score. B rank. There's a few major issues with this thing. The transom mount is really designed kind of for gas motors. When you go and you put electric motors on there, Like it didn't fit the Bixby.
I mean, they didn't exist when this thing
N3.
was designed either.
Also that, but it's really designed with gas motors in mind. If you have a gas motor with this, you go 6 horse. It'll take a 6 horsepower motor. This thing will rip. It's very stable. I don't know how I feel about the inflatable skiff. It's just something about the very shallow deck space. Stability again was good, but I just didn't like the feel overall of that kayak. The layout wasn't kind of ideal. Where the feet have to go to put the accessories in is kind of funky. Like you really have to situate it a very specific way. The rod holders around the bucket that they have, the rod holders are where you would sit, which is silly. They should have been on the back side of that. Whatever. But it's just a couple of funky things about it.
But it's cool. It's fun. It's open. It's light.
Yep. So this is $22.99. I don't think this includes the motor on this included items. It does include the motor. All right. B plus.
For $2,300?
I think
A tier.
A tier. I think it just went to A tier. I mean, it's whatever to the motor, whatever it is. It does not include the power bowl.
I don't care.
That would be, they're like giving stuff away.
That's free. Point. That's A tier. What?
This is, so hang on.
No way.
So I just got this for $23.99. I didn't pay that, but they sent it to me.
That's A tier.
Yeah. So hang on. So what's it got? So it's got the blah, blah, blah. This is what came with mine. The motor rack is what you put the motor on. Receivers come with it. Yeah. These are all what came with mine too. Hand pump, blah, blah, blah. Paragraph. Okay. Yeah. So it's basically everything that came with mine. It does not include the bucket. So no bucket seat, no bucket rack, no this thing.
Put your own bucket in there. Who cares?
Stability. Well, yes, you can put a 5-gallon bucket, whatever you want. But if you want this rack, it has to be their bucket. It's the only thing that fits. Yeah. So these racks are $200. The bucket is like $150. But I mean, for the price for like the difference of what you're saving, you could get all that. But you have a 6 horsepower motor.
I would pay that just for the motor. That's S tier.
No, A. Moving on. There's no way that's S tier.
All right, I'll give it A with the motor though.
A with this package right here absolutely gets an A. If you're in the market for an inflatable skiff with a motor, I guess I solved your problem.
How much is the hard plastic version, the fiberglass version?
The $6K.
With the motor?
Yeah, they have a package for $6K with the skiff. So if you go to the Rover, gosh dang. So just the skiff, $34.99. But then they had a package. Oh, there
$1,700 to add this.
Yeah, you just add a motor. So you get a 9.9 with this one.
9.9?
You get a 9.9 with this.
Scroll up all the way to the top. $1,700 for
plus $34.99.
$5,200.
Yep.
What? That's cheaper than a Hobie.
Oh, the bucket rack's $225. I was wrong.
That's cheaper than a Hobie.
Yeah. With a 9.9
fiberglass with a 9.9.
All right. That one might be S tier.
Dude, what the frick?
For a little mini skiff, dude.
I don't care if it's a Chinese engine. Don't care.
Go for a rip.
Or it's a 2-stroke. Like, who cares?
It's gonna run and it's gonna be great.
That's crazy.
That is absurd.
Well, wow.
Oh man, these things get on plane. This thing does. This thing's made to get on plane.
Yeah,
like this thing will rip.
9.9.
Absolutely.
How can it not?
Yeah. So, anyways, it's like I said, great.
Dude, that's wild. I would give up so many things. That's crazy. All right.
Do we need to get one of these? Should we call a boat right
if they're
now?
Gonna give you the motor, yeah, I think that I'll
wish. What else? Do we knock these out?
Well, we have the glide sup. Glide sup is it a B or is it a C? It's a C.
Nah, it's a B. I think a C would be
fun
unfair.
Little party guy, big roomy.
Yeah, I mean it's a freaking paddleboard. It's great. It's wide. It's comfortable. I put 2 people on this. My wife and I went out on it, stood up, walked around, blah, blah, blah. I fished on it for a day. It has all the problems that sups have, but it's good. So, yeah, there you go.
Cool.
Anyways.
Lastly, we go to what everyone's still asking for, which is the Flux Jet.
Let's finish out with Flux Jet. Perfect. This is not Flux Jet. This is Flux
something
on.
else.
Just go to the wrong site. Whoops. All right. Hey, there it is. All right. So Flux Jet kayak. We've done a lot of videos recently on this. So hey, look, that's Paul and that's me in this picture.
No, it's not.
On their website. Jeff. That's Jeff in the orange kayak. Where's my check, Flux Jet? All these people think I'm sponsored by you. Like, what are we doing?
I know.
Paul, aka me. All right. So, what are our thoughts on the Flux Jet? This is the last.
I think it's an A+ or an S-.
A+ or S-. I'll give it an A+. I think that. Hey, look at these dweebs. Where's my royalties? Come on, buddy. I think that
it looks like their accountant is taking a piss.
Kind of.
What's he doing?
It's a pretty stable kayak.
No, it's very stable.
Ride. It's a fun ride. I would give it a 7.5 out of 10. So it's a pretty stable kayak.
Yeah, on stability,
yeah. But overall, like it
very well.
The concept of that motor is just so good. It kind of outweighs any gripes that I could possibly have with the hull. The seat was actually really comfortable. We had did we put pads on the seat? I don't even know if we.
Nope.
Did we? No, we would just.
I ran mine in the nude.
You keep saying that, and it doesn't get less weird every time you say it.
I know.
Anyways,
I don't think it will. I think it's only going to get worse.
It's a very fun kayak. It does a lot of things. What it doesn't do, and what people should not be looking at this thing to do, is go upriver in ripping river current. Like nothing's going to do that well. My NK300 doesn't do that well. You need a jet boat, and you will do that. This is not a jet boat, but it is a fantastic kayak. I had so much fun in this thing. Paul did too.
It could be well. The electronics are great.
Yeah.
It comes with the value for money is definitely there.
Pre-wired, electronics done.
Lights are done. The electronic plugins are done. Voltage regulator allows you to put a monster battery in here. They can send updates to the electronics wirelessly. They have that motor can be maintained for the next 15 years on 3D printed parts. This thing is awesome. Now, look, is it free? No, it's definitely not. But I do
$34.99. And you can't get it until next year now.
But this thing, you can literally bump the bottom in rocks and still run this.
Yeah. So does that make it awesome. S though?
It paddles really well. It's like I said, S-. A+. Because here's the thing, I don't love the colors. It's not. It should maybe be a little bit.
This is why people think we're sponsored by.
I think it should be a little bit. I know. I think it should be a little bit longer.
Yep.
And dude, it paddles so well. It paddles actually pretty well. But the motor's not silent. It can clog a little bit. It's not perfect. But dude, I think honestly, I think for the first, they're doing it on their own, and I think that I'm putting it at A+.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's S yet, but it's very, very, very good.
A+ is good, and I think most of it is due to maybe some of the components on the kayak hull, and then it's going to be cost plus shipping and delayed gratification. That's the biggest issue. We're all impatient.
You gotta wait. You gotta wait 9 months. That's a long time.
But yeah, I mean, it won Best in Show at ICAST, and for good reason.
It's a banger. It's an absolute banger.
Freaking awesome. And I don't care for the hate of $34.99. Look at all the kayaks we talked about today. This
$3,000 just for the XTR.
Yeah, this thing is $34.99. You need a battery. And a lot of us already have one if we've ever had a kayak. But
you can drop a 12 volt in there. But
you can get a 36 volt.
I would say a 36 volt 100 amp from Power Queen for $700.
No, not even close, dude. The 36 volt 50 amp from Power Queen is under $300.
That's free.
It's stupid. So you can just get a $300 battery that will work just great, and you're good.
Free. You're ripping.
There you go. Do it or don't. I don't care. I like it. All right. Those are the rankings. Chaz, do we have it? Let's wrap this sucker up and put a bow on it. Pull up the spreadsheet. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. So let's run through it. So at S tier, we're going to
look at this distribution.
It's B, actually.
Wow.
Took
This
it by
is
a long
great.
shot. You guys say we're like all uneven. No, we balance it out. So S rank, NuCanoe U10, Bonafide RVR 119, Crescent Shoaly, Hobie Pro Angler 180, Newport NS 130 inflatable. A ranks, Old Town Sportsman's 106 and 120, Autopilot, the PDL Pro. Then we got the NuCanoe Unlimited, Native Titan X, Bonafide PWR, Bonafide P127, Bonafide XTR, Bonafide racking up the A ranks, the Wilderness Systems Tactical Pro 128, the Boat Rover Arrow, which we were flabbergasted at the price of, the Flux Jet, and then we go to B ranks. We got the Old Town EPDL Pro, Native Slayer LTE, Crescent CK1, Crescent Light Tackle 2, Crescent Small, Crescent CK2, Crescent Crestcraft, all of the Crescents basically. Vibe Shearwater, the Bonafide SS 127, the Vibe Makana, the Hobie Pro Angler 360 XR, don't care about the XR, Isle Flywater, Boat Lono Arrow, and the Glide Sup. Go down to C ranks. We got the Big Water EPDL, the Bonafide SKF, the Crescent Primo, the Crescent Ultralight, the Crescent K-Craft, the Crescent Crew, the rest of the Crescent lineup, the Vibe Hydra, the Pelican Catch Mode 110, and then the Wilderness System Eye Attack. Skip the D ranks, go all the way down to F, and you will find a Go Boat. And
The
that is the
Footchopper
rankings.
9000. Dude, you know what? So, you guys, imagine where there's a world where you can go to a website and you can see this live for any kayak that's on the market, for any pair of boots, for any fishing gear, for any terminal tackle storage, organized just like it was a tackle warehouse website, and it had all of the detailed breakdowns with like little bar charts and all that kind of stuff, and then you could just go to a web page and it would have all of them ranked for you all the time, cool, forever. Just imagine if you had that, and then imagine every single time you clicked into one of these products, there would be a link to a YouTube video where people who were experts in this made a YouTube video, and you could watch the thing, watch them use it, and then you had that at your disposal to make your pricing decisions.
Are those sponsored anglers or unsponsored?
None of these are sponsored. It's just incredible, and you just get their opinion. Yeah. Imagine a world. That world could be on the horizon here in the next couple of months because we're building that website.
We are. It is in progress. I can't even give you a percentage, but we're getting feedback basically every week, every other week from the web designer. So it is, it's getting there. It's getting there. But yeah, we're stoked for it. Anyways, this is our ranking for today. We covered a lot of kayaks, as you can see here. That's quite a few. We did miss a few people calling out Native Slayer and things like that. We didn't spend much time in a Native Slayer. We really I would lean on Debo's fishing. He's been fishing out of Slayer for two and a half years now. And he could give us, I know it's a great kayak. It's
probably B is the floor.
B is the floor. I think it's probably an A, and that would be the Slayer Max. The regular, like the old, if you got a Slayer Propel on used marketplace, it's probably like a B, but it's probably an S rank deal. Like you're getting a heck of a deal for that kayak on used marketplace. But yeah, I would assume it's more like an A if you get the Slayer Max. But anyways, haven't spent enough time in it. That's why we didn't rank it today. We covered as much as we could, and we're already like 30 minutes over our normal time anyways. So you get what you get and you don't pitch a fit, and we love you guys for hanging out with us. So let's roll out of here. We don't even have time for Slow Rolling Thunder. No. This whole show was Slow Rolling Thunder.
That was the Footchopper 9000.
The Slow Rolling Thunder Chopper 9000. We did go quite off the rails on this. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Next week we'll do another KAS show, so Kayak Adventure Series. Tune in though, like if you want to catch more fish, you want to
egret.
Is that next week?
Yeah,
it is. Next week is March. Oh my God. Why? No. Next week's March, you guys. So Bailey Agbrett from Serious Angler Podcast, who is also a serious angler who does a lot of tournament fishing, is a fantastic gentleman, and will teach you how to catch fish. I guarantee it. You're not going to want to miss this show. Great guests. And we're going to be learning a lot together. So join us for the journey. Again, we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. That's all I got. Chaz, anything else? Paul, Chaz, Paul and Chaz. Paul, take us out. All right, Chaz, take us out. We'll see you guys next week. Okay.